sworn to tell the truth?
Yes, ma'am.
Have a seat. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Could you state your first and last name for the jury, please?
Cornelius Smith.
And for the benefit of our jurors who may be taking notes and our court reporter, could you spell your first and last name?
Cornelius.
And if it's okay, can I call you Cornelius?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Cornelius. You know an individual by the name of Hernandez Govan.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you see that individual in the courtroom?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you point to that individual and describe what he or she was wearing?
Man, right here with the white shirt on, black tie, bald head.
And I'd ask that the record reflect that the witness has identified the defendant. Record so reflects that the witness has identified the defendant in court. And how long have you known Mr. Govan?
I met him in 21, like mid-21, something like that.
Mid-21, so
Like in the middle of 21.
when you met him, under what circumstances were you meeting him?
I met him through an individual named Bobby. Buy pills at the time. I was just buying pills from him.
And would that be Bobby Carter?
Yes, ma'am.
And you were buying pills from Mr. Govan?
Yes, ma'am.
And what kind of pills were you buying from Mr. Govan?
Ecstasy and sometimes Percocet pills, oxycodone.
Would you say, why were you buying pills from him?
Because I popped pills. I was popping pills at the time.
Okay.
That was my drug of choice, pills.
Did you have a particular reason why you were popping pills?
I had a lot of stress going on or whatever, and it was on and off thing anyway, but then I was just back on.
Was there a particular incident that caused you to start?
I had lost my son in 2020, in March of 2020, and I just went back on, get back on.
You had been on them before?
Yes, man, I had been on them before.
And he at some point stopped?
Stopped,
And after your son
got killed, I stopped at pop.
and through that course you got to know Mr. Govan.
Yes, ma'am.
Where would you meet Mr. Govan?
At first, Bobby started going to get the pills from him, and then, one particular day, Bobby ain't want to go, so, I went and got something from him myself.
Okay, and where was that at?
At his home, on Bradley Street, I believe, the main street.
So was that how did you know this where he was?
Because I used to be right across the street at Bobby's house, you know what I'm saying, from his house. So you've always gone to Bobby's house? Yeah, I used to hang out with Bobby. I used to hang out with Bobby on that baby.
So let's go back to mid-summer or so, however you say it, of 2021, when you first came into contact with Mr. Govan. At what point did the situation change from you, or did it change from you buying pills from him to something else?
I guess after a couple runs of going to buy pills on my own from him, he started asking me, I want to make some money. He knew ways I could get some money. I'm like, yeah.
Did you want some money?
Yeah, because sometimes I go to him and ask, can I get a couple pills on credit? So, that was when he was like, you want to make some money? I'm like, yeah.
And why did you need money? Were you working at the time?
Yeah, nah, not really. I wasn't just working like that. I couldn't just keep a job with a pill habit like that. I ain't gonna lie like that.
Okay. So you wanted money. What did you want money for?
A lot of different reasons. Make sure my children were straight, pop me a couple pills, make sure I was good. A lot of different reasons.
And how many children did you have at the time?
I had 5. I got 5 now, but I had 6.
You had 6 altogether. But
Yeah, it was after my son got killed. I had 5.
Okay. And who is the mother of those kids?
Letitia Jackson.
So you wanted money to make sure your kids were okay. You pop a few pills, and you'd be all right.
Yeah.
Did you have a girlfriend at the time?
Yes, ma'am.
What's your girlfriend name?
Miss Angela.
Miss Angela. Does Angela have a last name? Arnold?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So, yeah, 5 kids, a girl, and a girlfriend,
Yes,
and a
ma'am.
pill head.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So at some point, Mr. Govan asked you if you wanted to make some extra money.
Make some money.
And how were you supposed to make extra money?
Well, he told me that, you know, it was a little bounty on a couple paper out here.
Okay, I ain't understand nothing you said.
It was a hit on, it was a hit at the time on a couple guys in paper out here, on paper out here or whatever.
Okay, and what were some of those individuals' names, if you can recall?
Paper out Woo, Young Dolph. I don't know all his names because I ain't know exactly who they were.
At what point did he mention the actual bounties, as you say?
One night leaving getting some pills, he mentioned the prices on, you know, Woo had 50 on his head, Young Dolph had 100 on his head, somebody had 5 on their head, 10 on their head. He mentioned the prices too.
So it was almost like a catalog. This
Yeah,
person costs this much.
Yeah,
This
he
person
was
costs
telling
this
us
much.
who had money on their head, who had the most money on their head,
And who had the
prices.
most? Who had the
Young Dolph
most?
had the most money on his head.
And he had 100,000.
100,000 on his head.
And when you say his head,
I mean, if you kill Young Dolph, you get $100,000.
okay. At some point, you will testify that about the shooting of Young Dolph. Is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Prior to that, were you involved in any other shootings?
Well, one day, Mr. Govan had provided me with a gun, and he told us that Paper Route Rue was at home one day. So as we approached the house, with me, Bobby, Justin, and another guy, I don't know the other guy's name, Bobby dropped me off. I get out walking on foot. Paper Route Rue was coming out the house, and he had his gun in his hand at the time, and I was walking up the street. And me and him had a shootout or whatever. And the gun he provided me had jammed up. So, you know, I had to duck and Bob and weed, and Bobby had got to me. We got in the car and went back to his house and reported what had happened to him. And he was glad I ain't get killed that day right there. But Bobby was like, he wasn't messing with this stuff because he was believing what Justin them told him about we messed it up or whatever. And we didn't have our masks on and all this, so Bobby felt bad.
Was there an incident with Paper Route Rue that you're aware of prior to the incident where you were involved?
Nah, I don't know nothing else about, like, no incident with Paper Route Rue. Just this shootout that I had with him, that's all I know about it. And he was saying that, like, he was going.
Who was he?
Mr. Govan was saying he was going.
Let me stop you. Did you call him Mr. Govan?
Nah, I called him Quick. I called
All
him
right.
Quick. That's what I knew him
That
by.
was your nickname.
Yeah, Quick.
Would you feel more comfortable calling him Quick?
Yeah, I called him Quick.
Okay.
Quick was saying that he was gonna you would pay by Woo Mama or whatever to find out what they be about, you know, play up on the other, find out where, you know, Woo and them be is, so we could reach out and touch them, like find out where they is.
Was it just he was going to see where Woo was, or was there other Paper Route artists?
Any one of them, like Woo or anybody in Paper Route, he was gonna make sure that, you know, he could play because the Mama liked him, so he was gonna try to play their father figure and, you know, find out where they at and make sure we could reach out and touch them.
So from when you met him in midsummer, the shooting with Paper Route Rue, how far from when you met him to when that shooting was?
I just can't recall, but it wasn't long after I met him though.
And was it a couple of days, couple of weeks?
I say a couple of weeks, probably about a month and a half or so. You know, I can't be specific about it. I ain't gonna lie like this.
Were you all looking for specific paper route Empire Artists?
Yeah, we were looking for whoever we could find. So, you know, at the time like on certain days or what, like we were doing whatever we can. You know what I'm saying?
In regards to the bounty, were there other conversations about the bounty?
Well, after that incident with paper route wood or whatever, and the gun jammed up, like I think probably the next day I pulled up old Quick House or whatever and to buy some pills. And when I pulled up, it was a truck sitting in front of the house or whatever.
Okay, what kind of truck?
I can't remember. I ain't gonna lie.
Like an SUV truck or F-150 truck?
Like an SUV truck.
Okay.
But I pulled up and I got out and went inside. He was sitting up there with Juke. And he was like, here go a little C right here. Here go C right here. So Juke was like, hold up, man. We ain't doing no talking around these phones, you know. Take these phones outside.
Who said that?
Juke. Before we got to talking. He was telling him, like, we ain't talking around no phone, take the phones outside.
Who was he telling to take the phone?
He telling Quick that.
Okay.
Take the phones outside.
And did Quick take y'all's phones outside?
Yeah, I gave him my phone. He set them outside on the chair or whatever. And came back in and was like, yeah, this little C right here, this was the one that, you know what I'm saying, shot your woo. And,
hold on, you did a whole lot of woo.
Well, you know, basically saying, this the one that shot it, woo. And this one of the ones that I got to, you know what I'm saying, that I got on the business too. And Juke basically was like nodding his head like, y'all gonna get y'all money, y'all handle y'all business, you know what I'm saying? Y'all gonna get y'all money.
What was the person you described as Quick? What was Quick saying?
He was just letting him know that, you know, I was one of the ones that he got on the business, that he had to put the work in or whatever.
Okay.
That he hired for the
Because I'm going to need you to slow that down. He the one that hired on the business to do what now?
To make one of these, get a hit, do the hit.
Oh.
Do the hit.
I'd like to pass you a photograph. Do you recognize the person in that photograph?
Yeah, it is Quick and Big Juke.
Okay. Your Honor, if we could have that photograph entered into evidence as the next number to see.
No objection.
This is a picture of two gentlemen with white shirts, t-shirts on that's been described by the witness as Quick and Big Joe. We'll mark this as exhibit.
Your Honor, before we publish, I would simply just ask if you have a time frame with this photo as far as authentication goes.
Sure, let me mark it first. Mark this as exhibit 4 for this hearing.
Do you know when that photo was taken?
Nah, I don't know nothing about that photo. I don't know when it was taken.
That photo simply identifies the people you described as
Quick
Quick and Juke.
Juke is fine.
Any objection to the permission to publish, Your Honor?
Yes.
Get out of later. I say that if it doesn't work. But the individual you described as Juke, is he on the left or right of this photo?
From my angle, he's on the right, the big guy, right on the right.
He's on the right. And the individual on the left, who is that?
That's Quick.
And Juke is the person. Do you know his government name?
Nah, now since I've been locked up, Anthony Mills, since I've been locked up.
And Quick, you know it's Hernandez Govan.
Yeah, Hernandez Govan.
At some point, I'm sure you all exchange phone numbers.
Me and Quick.
Okay.
I never had Juke number.
You never had Juke's number?
Nah, I never had no contact with Juke, like how to get in touch with Juke.
So any conversation about bounties went through Govan, is that
And
correct?
Govan the one that did all the talking.
Okay. What name was Quick's saved into your phone?
I hit up on the bro.
Bro? Okay. And how many different phone numbers did you have?
He had 2 different numbers.
But they were both on your phone as bro.
Bro.
So at some point, there was more information given, I guess, about the bounties. Is that correct?
Yeah, about the bounties, it was coming close to Thanksgiving or whatever.
All right. Well, let's back up. Let's get back to sometime before it starts to get cool. Go back. Was there another individual that was brought into this? Justin who?
Johnson.
Okay. And how did you meet Justin Johnson?
I met him through Quick as well.
At what point did you meet him through Quick?
Like around the time we did that, they had on paper out Woo. When we went and shot at him, like that was like my first initial meet with him around that time.
And you said you met him through Quick or Mr. Govan. How did you meet him? Describe it.
When they found out that Woo was at the house or whatever, me and Bobby were called, and he called Justin up too, and we all met up at his house.
And who's he?
Quick House. We all met up at Quick House, and me and Bobby jumped in one vehicle, and Justin and another guy jumped in another vehicle.
But he was putting you all together.
Yeah, Quick put all us together.
Okay, and you didn't know Justin before this day?
No man.
Never seen him?
Never seen him. Never met him. I knew nothing about him.
All right, so some point we'll get to November, but what was your interaction with Justin over the course from when you met him?
After we did that and the gun jammed over paper out Woo, Justin then went back and told Quick that me and Bobby so-called messed it up or whatever. So, Quick was like, y'all had y'all masks on. Justin them told him we ain't have our masks on. I ain't have my mask.
Govan knew that this was going on, and he asked you to have a mask.
He the one gave me the gun to go out there.
And he asked you to have a mask on.
Right. He asked me
Okay.
that. And he was saying, like, Justin was telling him that we messed it up or whatever, and that's when Bob was like, he ain't doing nothing with nobody, he ain't getting involved in it or whatever, because Quick believe everything Justin them say, and, at that time, Quick basically was telling me, like, get with Johnson and get with Justin them, and you know what I'm saying, handle the bid, and you want to get this money. Since Bobby acting like he acting, you know what I'm saying?
I don't know what you said.
Since Bobby acting like he acting, he told me to get with Justin and them, since Bobby had pulled out of it.
So Govan told you to get with Justin?
Yeah, Quick told me to get with Justin.
Okay. And what reason was he telling you to get with Justin?
So we could find one of the people out any artist to get this money, and
So, what would Govan gain out of you all getting a bounty or a hit on one of the paper route?
he was getting a cut out of it. He supposed to got $10,000 for me.
No matter who you hit or if it was...
Nah, Young Dolph, he supposed to get $10,000 out there, $100,000. I did $50,000 I was getting, he was getting $10,000 out of it.
So throughout the summer, going into the fall, did you and Justin and Govan ever meet?
Yeah, we'll meet up over Quick House. Like, we'll go over Quick House, and that's what we always met up at, over Quick House.
And then what was the purpose of meeting there?
Really, like, we'll meet up over Quick House to talk about a lot of things, basically, about a bounty on somebody, finding somebody. Sometimes we'll watch the games over there. We'll be over there about a lot of things, basically.
But for Govan, you wouldn't have met Justin?
Nah, I wouldn't have met Justin if it wasn't for Quick.
Prior to Mr. Govan telling you about bounties on these PRE individuals or rappers, artists, were you aware that there were bounties?
No, ma'am. I had no idea about it.
Were you aware of who the PRE artists were?
I knew about Young Dolph, but I didn't know about none of these other artists or nothing like that. I had to Google them. Had to actually Google them. Once he told me, I had to really Google them to find out.
So there will be, like throughout the summer, you all will meet and he will talk about the bounty.
Talk about the bounty on them. And first we like, man, I was thinking to myself, it's impossible to get Young Dolph, you know what I'm saying? Like, ain't nobody can get no Young Dolph. But, I was thinking to myself, that was impossible. So, you know, I had to go to the other guys to see who they were.
Well, fast forward. Let's get to November. Look, it's the week before Thanksgiving. What was going on with
He was telling us, you know, they got turkey.
Who was he?
Govan, quit. I mean, he was telling us that, you know, they had turkey drive. Each artist had a different day where they were doing a turkey drive or whatever, and you know, that's our opportunity. We can make something shake then.
Okay. When you say make some shake, what's shaking?
Like try to catch them and, you know, get the money, do what he don't want to.
Were you aware about this turkey drive prior to Govan telling you that?
Nah, cause I don't know nothing about what paper rap do, so nah, I probably wasn't.
Did you listen to their music before, or did you?
I listen to Young Dolph,
Okay.
but I ain't listen to his artist. I ain't know who his artist was. I listen to Dolph though.
So, Govan was telling you about the turkey drive.
Right. He was telling me
And-
just.
I'm sorry.
He was telling me just.
Were y'all together when he was telling you?
Right. At his house.
At his house. Did he mention the bounty again? Did he mention the money?
Well, we had already knew the prices on majority of their heads, basically. On everybody else doing the turkey drive, we had already knew the prices already,
Including Dolph.
including Dolph.
And let's go to November the 16th of 2021. What were you and Justin doing that day?
Well, he had called me up. He came and picked me up. We had went because they had a turkey drive in South Memphis somewhere. And me and him was out. We was riding, trying to get one of the artists that day that was doing the drive down there. And as we was out there, I got out on foot. And there was a lot of folks out there standing with guns or whatever. Justin was in the car. And he called me and told me that he had got a call that Young Dolph was at a gas station up the street from where we was at. So I ran back to the truck, and I jumped back in the truck. When we got to the gas station, Dolph was gone. So we rode around for a minute, then he dropped me back off at the house. And I laid down that night, and he was like, tomorrow we can go back out and see what's up.
So on the 16th, at any point did you think, okay, maybe we have a shot at getting Dolph?
Yeah, because we knew he was in town. We knew Dolph was in the city then, and we knew that tomorrow we were full-fledged now. We know we anything can shake right now. We gonna get somebody. We gonna strike. Tomorrow is our day. We gonna strike somebody. We gonna get lucky tomorrow.
And at any point did you all have this conversation with Mr. Govan?
Yeah, we were telling him like we really getting close. We getting fed up with playing. We finna get somebody basically. And he was like, y'all do y'all thing. Handle y'all business.
And in return, you all were supposed to, you expected to be getting money, son.
Right.
Because that's what he promised you.
Right.
So let me ask you also, one of those, Justin, what did he do for a living?
He was a rapper.
At any point, did you all participate in a music video or anything?
Yeah, I was called by Mr. Govan to be in the video because I don't know Justin and like that. So I was in the video, but I didn't want to be in it, so I put a mask on my face.
And when was this video shot?
Like in summertime of 21. I can't tell you the exact date, exact month, nothing like that,
But it was prior to, was that after
it
the
was
hit on
after,
Who?
it was after that one. Yeah, it was after the Woo hit.
But prior to Dolph.
No, right.
Okay. We have a photograph that is before you, previously been shown to the defense counsel. Do you recognize the contents of that photograph?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is that photograph?
This the photograph of us in front of the house where y'all found the car is shooting up. shooting a rap video.
And who's all in that video?
Justin, I don't know the other two guys. Hernandez Govan, and I'm standing right behind Hernandez Govan with a mask on my face.
Young, if we could have that photograph and as evidence, that's the next number.
So this is a photograph with 5 individuals in the picture. Mr. Govan with a cap on. The witness describes himself standing behind Govan with a mask on. You know, individual with a red cap on. Is this Justin Johnson?
Yeah, fine.
Justin Johnson in the picture with the baseball cap on, holding a stack of money. We'll mark this as exhibit 5 to this hearing.
Could we just ask when that supposedly was? I think you may have
He's
said.
already said he did.
So he doesn't know this one?
Hold on. Let's mark this and then you can ask your questions before. You want to ask questions?
I ask you again, do you recall when this was taken? Or the video, excuse me, the photograph that you were just looking at, not this one, but the one you just handed to me.
That was the video. I don't know what month it was. I don't know like exact time it was, but I know it was sometime.
It was
after. It was after the paper I was with. That's all I can say about it.
And
No.
Your Honor, who published the picture?
Yes.
Could you describe for the jury what we're looking at here?
There's the video shoot of us at the house across the street from Quick House, across the street from Hernandez Govan house.
Who is this individual?
I don't know him.
Who is this?
That's Justin Johnson.
Who is this individual?
I don't know who that is.
Who is this?
That's Hernandez Govan.
And who is this individual?
That's me right there.
Why did you have a mask on?
Because I wasn't part of their little crew, and, you know, I ain't want to bring no little beef upon myself. He asked me to be quick. Hernandez Govan asked me to be in the video. That's why I'm standing, like, right behind him, because I ain't know none of them other guys.
So we're gonna, I know I'm doing some time warping. So this was summertime. We're gonna go back to November, at this point, November 17th. Right? What was going on that morning? What do you recall about that morning? November 17th, 2021.
It was actually my daughter's birthday. I woke up. I had a missed call from Justin Johnson. So, I don't know if I called him back or he called me back, but somehow he got on the phone. We was on the phone, and he was telling me that he was finna pull up on me.
And did you plan to meet him that day?
Yeah, we had been out the day before, you know, on the turkey drive or whatnot. That's when they told us Dolph was at the gas station, but we were gone. So the next day we knew another turkey drive. So we were gonna get up that day and, you know, try to get to that turkey drive.
So this was this a Wednesday, would you say? If you recall?
I can't recall.
It was a November
17th,
17th.
my daughter's birthday.
All right. So how long from when you received a call from Justin to when he came to get you?
He close by, so it was like a couple minutes. Cause he was close by. It wasn't long. He was close by.
And I don't know if I asked you before, but how far from Mr. Govan's house to your house? How was that far?
Nah, it wasn't far. A couple minutes. It wasn't far.
So he wasn't far because he came pretty quickly once
Yeah,
he
he
was on
came
the way.
fast.
Okay. And when he arrived, What type of vehicle was he?
He was in a white Mercedes Benz.
Had you ever seen him in that white Mercedes
Nah, I ain't
Benz?
never seen that car before.
What car would you normally see him
In an SUV, like a white truck or something.
in? And did you ask him why he had this?
I ain't asked no questions. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't asked no questions. I just jumped on in there because I knew we was on a mission.
At this point, had your mission changed to Dolph knowing that he was in town?
Yeah, anybody. At this point, anybody, like in paper, right? Anybody.
So he picks you up,
He picked me up.
and where did he pick you up from?
He picked me up from my pop's house. Once he picked me up, we went back to right in front of Govan, Hernandez Govan house
Okay,
And-
that on Bradley Street.
on Bradley Street. Yes, ma'am.
And when you went back to Govan's house on Bradley Street, what did you do then?
He jumped out the car and jumped and grabbed somebody in his suburban
Could I
truck.
ask if we identify who the he's are? It's getting very confusing with the hearsay.
I think Ms. Taylor was going to do it. She's been doing a pretty good job at
We've
it.
got a lot of theys and he's, and it's very confusing.
That's why I asked. So the he that jumped out the car, who was the he?
Justin Johnson jumped out the car and he jumped out the white Mercedes Benz and grabbed something out of his SUV that he had parked by across the street from where his house is, right?
Okay. And I didn't ask you, where is this house?
Across the street from Hernandez Govan house, where we'll park it or hang out at. We'll park in front of his house and go to his house and hang out. Go to
Okay, hold on.
Hernandez Govan
You
house.
go to he, all right. You
Go to
parked in
Hernandez.
front of Govan's house.
We'll park at their house and to go over Mr. Hernandez Govan house and hang out.
All right. All right, so Justin got out of the car, opened the door or something to the SUV, got something out.
Right.
Did he get back in?
Yes, ma'am. He got back in and we took off.
Okay, do you know what he got out of the car?
No, man, I can't remember.
All right. You previously mentioned that you all were kind of on a hunt.
Right,
When you go hunting, you have guns.
right.
Did you have a gun?
Justin Johnson already had the guns in the car. Prior to me getting in, they was already in the car.
Did you all have masks?
Yes, ma'am. I had my own mask, my own gloves, and Justin Johnson had his own mask and gloves.
At some point, did you put these masks and gloves on?
Yes, ma'am. Once Justin grabbed something out of that white SUV, we proceeded on heading towards Westwood area. And as we got to Lamont Airways at the light, Young Dolph come driving by. They come driving across the light. And we spotted the car. We were like, there they go. And we proceeded to trail them.
Trail
Young Dolph.
in, what did you do then? Oh, let me ask you, did you make any phone calls then?
I didn't make any phone calls at the time. I didn't.
Did Justin make any phone calls once you all spotted that dog?
No, ma'am. I don't recall.
Okay. All right. Spot dog, what did you all do then?
We proceeded to follow them. We followed them. They pulled inside the cookie store. We made the block. And when we made the loop, I jumped out. I spotted Dolph inside the store at first. I jumped out. Just proceeded to shoot inside the restaurant.
I'd like to show you what has previously been marked as exhibit number 3. Technical delay, but it's fine. What are we looking at here?
It's the Makita's Cookie Show shop where Young Dolph and them pull it in.
Is that the vehicle that you saw previously?
Yes, ma'am.
were you all?
By that time, we had already, like, we was at the light. We had went down to the light to make the block.
You gesturing this way, so you're the light coming this way.
Yes, ma'am.
Could you see when he got out, when Dolph got out of the car?
No, ma'am.
You see a vehicle coming to the frame. What are we looking at here?
That's the white Mercedes-Benz we was in.
And were you the passenger or were you the driver?
I was the passenger.
This individual.
That's
This
me.
individual.
That's me.
And is this the gun that Justin had already in the car when you got it?
Yes, ma'am.
Sorry, technical. While we're waiting on that, you see another individual that came to the frame. Who's that individual?
They came into the frame.
That was on the video. We saw you get out. Big gun. Who else was get out of the car?
Oh, they was just a jump.
What were you all planning to do that day?
Well, once we saw Young Dolph, we planned to go and kill him. Go and take him out.
So how far from when you saw Dolph on, was it Airways?
Yes, ma'am.
How far from when you saw, how long did it take from once you saw Dolph on Airways to once you actually got out the car and started shooting?
Couple minutes. It wasn't even a good 10 minutes. It wasn't 5. It was probably about 5 at the most. The red lights.
Okay. We'll go back to the videos once technical gets it. Maybe. So in the 5 minutes or so from when you all spotted Dolph's vehicle to when you all started shooting, What did you and Justin say to each other?
We didn't say nothing. It was just like, once we saw him, we didn't say nothing. We knew it was go time. It was just, I knew it was go time. Like, no matter where I go, I don't get it over with now. That's why I jumped out.
Did you have a phone on you on that day?
Yes, man. I had put my phone in the glove compartment of the car.
And why did you do that?
So I wouldn't drop it when I jumped out the car or nothing like that.
So did you put it in the glove compartment when you first got in the car or after you saw Dolph?
When I first got in the car, I put it in the glove compartment.
Let me ask you, the location that you all were at, that you shot at Dolph, was that location here in Shelby County?
Yes, ma'am.
You get down with this video.
You guys are working again, Ms. Williams?
Yes, sir.
This individual,
It's me.
okay. Play. We could dance with the song. That you all pulling off in the white Jeep.
Yes, ma'am.
We see someone in the frame in the shot coming out and shooting as well.
Yes, ma'am. He had a shot back at us, and I actually got hit twice.
And where did you get hit?
Got hit in my arm and on my leg.
Did Justin sustain any injuries?
He got scraped on his back.
All right. After you leave there, pull up. We have another video I'd like to show you. Previously been marked as part of Exhibit 3. The videos are working with us today. Is this the cookie shop that you referred to?
Yes, ma'am.
And could you see who was inside of the cookie store from once you got out of the car?
Oh, once we pulled in, that's when I saw Young Dolph like close to the glass, like he gonna bag up. That's when I saw where he was at, like location in the store, where his location was inside the store.
Is this the person to which you're referring?
Yes, ma'am.
Or was that you?
Yes, man, that was me that ran it up, shooting inside the store.
After the shooting happened, you're shot. Could you show the jury where you're shot at?
Got hit in my arm, right here. Now it hit in my leg, right? Scraped on my
We're
leg.
not gonna ask you to show them
Yeah.
that. What did you all do once you were here?
Once we left the cookie shop, I was telling Justin I was hit. And he like, I'm hit too. He was driving. Justin was driving at the time, so I was asking him, is he okay, so we won't crash or anything, you know, run into nothing. We went back to the house in front of Mr. Hernandez Govan house, and I jumped out the Mercedes-Benz and jumped into a Suburban truck and moved on out the way. Mr. Justin parked.
Let me stop you for a minute. When you all were planning to get hits on any of the PRA guys, and then even once you saw Dolph, did you have a plan as to what you were going to do afterwards?
Not necessarily. We was going back because we didn't know we were gonna get shot. Ain't nobody know we were gonna get shot.
You didn't plan on getting shot.
No man. That wasn't part of the plan.
Had you not got shot, was there a plan in place?
We probably would have just took the car back, you know, jumped in another car, went and burnt the car up, something like that. But we both got shot or whatever, and I was bleeding tremendously bad. We took the car back in front of Mr. Hernandez Govan, across the street from Mr. Hernandez Govan house, and we jumped in the truck. We were trying to get cleaned up, so we were trying to find somewhere for us to go.
Who was he?
Justin.
Justin was trying
To find somewhere for us to go. And in the meantime, he had FaceTime Big Juke, let him know that, you know, that was like our work.
You all were wanting your money then, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And let me ask you, did he promise to give you your money that day?
He told us he'd get with us when he got done with his kids or whatever, when he got up, one or the other.
But you didn't have Juke's number.
No, ma'am.
So he couldn't get with you directly.
No, ma'am. He couldn't get with me directly.
So how would he have been able to get with you?
I would have had to go through Mr. Hernandez Govan or Justin Johnson to get with me.
All right. So no plan as to what y'all were going to do after whoever y'all hit that day. You happened to hit Dolph.
Yes, ma'am.
Hit Dolph. You go back where? You go to the
We go across the street from Mr. Hernandez Govan house. We swap vehicles, and now that's when I went too fast. That's when Justin was trying to find somewhere for us to go, but he had FaceTime Juke first, and then let him know he was spelling out Dolph, and then
when you said he was spelling out Dolph,
like
was he going
jailhouse,
to
you know, jailhouse spit.
in American Sign Language he was doing Dolph?
Nah, it's different. It's different.
Okay, some more. Okay, some
But
more.
he was telling them that was our work basically pretty much, and he like he'd get with us when he got up, and then he was trying to find somewhere for us to go so we could clean up or whatever because I was bleeding extremely bad, like I was really bleeding, and he had found somewhere for us to go, and that was in the 2-line apartment. We went there to clean up or whatnot, and we had called Mr. Hernandez Govan because I had left my phone in the car too, and he was like, man, y'all, like, you know, y'all saw in the video, dude came back out shooting, so the glass was shattered. So when we got out, when I got out the car in front of the house, the glass had shattered on the floor. So he was like, man, y'all got shit everywhere, basically. You know what I'm saying? Y'all got all these
But hold on, Govan was saying that
to us, yeah, we had the glass and shit on in the street.
so
you know
he
what
knew
I'm
it
saying?
was y'all.
Yeah, he knew it was us. He knew it was us. So I was like, man, get my phone out the car. I like, get my phone. I left my phone in the car too. Get my phone out the car. He like, all right, meet me where I get my car wash shit. So I like, all right, bet, say no more. So we had cleaned up in White Haven. Once we cleaned up in White Haven, I had called my girl.
Hold on. You called your girl. But the apartments, you said they were 2-lane. Are they known by any other name?
I know him by two lines.
Okay, it's been two-lane apartments
Yeah,
for
cause
long.
I'm two lane.
Where were they at?
In Whitehaven, out Sherwood Drive,
In
in
two
two
lane?
lane street.
You previously looked at video. We are, fingers crossed, the videos are going to work this time. You previously looked at videos regarding, it would be the Gospel Garden Apartments. Would that be correct? Is this not correct?
I guess that's the name, but I didn't know the name. I remember by two line.
Okay, but it's video of you arriving
Yes, ma'am.
and video of you leaving.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, if I could pass forward. What do you call it?
Oh, it's the clip that you had shot. That video of us leaving the park.
And how do you know that that's the clip?
Because I had initially after I watched it.
All right. Your Honor, if we could have that, and then it's evidence, that's the next number.
Okay.
This is a brown envelope which contains the zip drive. The envelope is marked video clips from Haven Court arriving and leaving. We'll mark this as exhibit 6.
And I'm going to ask for permission to publish with fingers crossed that you could actually publish it. Is this where you all went to?
Yes, ma'am.
When I say you all, I mean you and Justin.
Me and Justin. Yes, ma'am.
Who are we seeing here?
It was me and Justin getting out the truck. It was me on the driver's side, my shirt up because I've been shot and trying to hold it.
Once you're inside, what do you all do?
He had called somebody.
Who's he?
Justin had called somebody to bring a wound kit or whatever.
A wound?
A wound kit from Walgreens, so I could clean up. We both could clean up or whatnot. Like I said, I had called my girl to come get me.
Who's your girl?
I had called my girl to come get me, and we also contacted Mr. Hernandez Govan, and I was telling him to get my phone out of my car, and that's when he was telling me.
Out of the car?
Out their car, yeah.
The white
Mercedes. And that's when he was telling me to meet him where he get his car wash at.
And where did he normally get his car wash?
Pressure work on the market.
And how did you know that's where he gets his car wash?
Because I had been up there with him before he get his car wash.
And at some point, you leave that apartment.
Yes, ma'am.
How did you leave?
My girl kind of picked me up.
And your girl, does the
Miss
girl have a
Angela-
name?
Miss Angela kind of picked me up.
Okay. You previously been showed this video, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
What are we looking at here?
Other than me and Justin walking out, he getting in the white SUV, and I'm walking to Miss Angela's truck. Getting
When you call your girl, Miss Angela?
nah.
What did you call her?
Oh, baby.
Okay. Got in your baby truck. And have y'all left at this point?
No, ma'am.
Why hadn't you left?
I was actually waiting on Justin to pull out, so we pull out at the same time.
Is that
There's Justin walking up to the truck with me and Angela was in. I was waiting on him. I told her not to pull off until he pulled off.
why didn't you want to pull off before you pulled?
Because I know we just did a hit, so it was really like, looking after him at the time. And then we both were shot. Well, he was straight, but I was shot. So I just really made sure you pulled that one out.
Justin, I know you used his phone for, when you were calling quick. Over the course of the summer, you all getting to know each other. Did you have Justin's number?
Well, along the way, that's when Hernandez Govan was like, y'all just swap out numbers, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, he gave me, Hernandez Govan gave me just the number.
And what do you have the number that Govan gave you? Saved as?
For Justin?
For Justin, yes.
Lil' bro.
Lil' bro. So, bro and Lil' bro.
Yes, ma'am.
Did Justin have more than one number?
I believe so. Yes, ma'am.
Is it Justin coming back out?
Yes, ma'am.
So we see the vehicle Justin leaving, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am, that white vehicle, and this is me and Angela leaving right here. This-
And it's Angela driving.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Ms. Taylor, I think this is a good place for us to stop around.
Yes, ma'am. Before we left the apartment, I actually contacted him about getting my phone out the car. That's when he told me to meet him where he get a car wash at.
You also mentioned that,
Please turn cell phones off.
Okay.
you also mentioned, I'm sorry, that you mentioned something about cleaning.
About the glass there, that the window had shattered in the street by the house, by his house.
But you all hadn't contacted him to let him know that you had had the hit, right? That you had made the hit on call.
No, we told him that was, when we talked to him at the apartment, you know what I'm saying, he knew that we had just handled the business on dog.
He knew that?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. And what did he say to that?
He was like, he was saying about the glass, like, you know, we gotta get rid of the glass, get rid of the car, basically. Get rid of that car. We gotta burn that car up.
That's what he told you, didn't you?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. All right, so you leave out of the apartment complex.
Yes, ma'am.
You get in the car with Angela, as we saw on the video.
Yes, ma'am.
And from Tulane Apartments or Gospel Gardens or Havenport, whatever the name of the apartments are now, you all head where?
Oh, I stopped, got me a cigarette. Then I had headed to Pressure World to meet Mr. Govan.
You made it to Pressure World. You're still in the car with Angela, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
You made it to Pressure World. And where is Pressure World?
On Lamar.
Okay. So you were at Pressure World on Lamar. How far is that from where Mr. Govan lives?
A couple minutes around the corner, he ain't far.
You get there. Is he already there?
Yeah, he was already up there. I jumped out the car, and me and him was having a one-on-one discussion. He was saying that he had heard that Dolph had shot one of us, because I told him I was shot. He was like, I heard Dolph shot one of y'all, and y'all blood on the scene. He was like, did y'all have y'all face masks on? Like, yeah, we had our face masks on and stuff like that. And I got my phone from him, because I had to go take my dad to work or whatever. And me and Angela had splurred off after that and went to pick my dad up. He called me back again. I'm like, man.
Oh, no, hold on, slow down. I know you got a lot you need to get out.
My bad.
We're going to have to slow it down. Yellow light is your
My bad, my bad.
Slow it down. All right, so who was he that called
Mr.
you?
Govan. Mr. Govan.
Okay, he called you back.
Yeah,
He called you back to Pressure World, or he called you back on the phone?
Nah, he called me back on the phone and was telling me to slow up before I leave from my dad's house, because he wanted to meet me over there or whatever. He was finna pull back up and ask me a question.
Okay. At any point, did he mention paying you your money?
Not right then. He was just saying that, you know, he was gonna give me my money. Right?
When was he saying this?
He been said that, like, at Pressure World, like, all right, we're gonna get that money, you know what I'm saying? Like, basically.
And I'm not sure if we mentioned this before, was Mr. Govan to get a cut of the money?
Yes, ma'am, I supposed to give him 10,000 at my cut.
Okay, was Justin supposed
And he
to?
told me Justin supposed to give him 10,000 as well, so I agree with the 10,000 cut. Because he put me on the list, like, I hired you to do this, so, you know, give me a cut of it. So I'm like, all right, I agree with it.
No. All right, so he calls you back after you leave Pressure World and told you to slow up, you wanted to meet at your dad's house?
Yeah.
Did he ever come to your dad's house?
Yeah, he pulled up. When he pulled up, he jumped out. Now, the conversation, I really forgot what we were talking about right then, but it was concerning what just happened or whatever. But I was like, man, give me a couple of dollars right quick so I can get me some more pills, because he said he ain't had none, and I was shot. So I needed to numb up, you know what I'm saying? He gave me a few dollars, then he left.
He gave you what?
He gave me about $30, $40, then he left.
Okay. And that was the same day that happened?
Yes, man, it was like an hour or so later.
Were you still with Angela then?
Nah, she had left and took my dad to work for me. I stayed back so I could talk to him.
Did you see Mr. Govan anymore after that day?
Yes, ma'am. Later on that night, I pulled back up at his house. He was on the phone with Justin at the time, and Justin was...
Justin?
Yes, ma'am, Justin Johnson. And Justin was talking about cash out for him some money so that I could get another wound kick, because I was bleeding bad or whatnot. I pulled up over there, he gave me a few pills or whatever. And,
He gave you some, he had
extra
pills in
Yeah,
you?
he gave me some extra pills.
Okay.
Not oxycodone, no, he gave me some extra pills or whatever.
That was gonna help with your wound?
Nah, that was because I had to get up the next morning, early that morning, and go get a car cover. He gave me some money to buy a car cover as well, you know, to cover that car that was sitting across the street. You know, he was like, first he kept saying we gotta bring the cover, but you know, he said, he gave me the money to go get the car cover or whatever.
When did he give you the money?
That night, he gave me the money.
The night of,
That night before,
it's a lot of nights.
the same night the same morning the car got discovered, the night before that he gave me the money, because I went to AutoZone that morning and got the car covered. And I was going to wait till it got dark to put it on the car, but they discovered the car.
Alright, so, but he gave you the money the night before?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Let's talk about what else happened the night before.
The night before the car was discovered,
Yes.
I had went and wiped it down or whatever. I
Okay.
went and wiped it down. I had called him and told him that I was going in the backyard to wipe that car down. So he wouldn't, shoot at me or nothing like that. He'll know who there is in the backyard over there.
Even though he lived across the street?
Yeah,
he was
even though
protective
you know what I'm saying? 'Cause,
I don't. What is
well,
it?
I'm saying like this, in the streets, you watch us around it basically. So, you see some funny stuff, you get, kind of street life we live. You'll get kind of scary and you get to shoot things somebody after you. Then what it just happened, Young Dolph just got killed, so you had to be aware of everything.
So, did he give you the money when you went to wipe the car down?
Nah, he didn't give me the day. Well, I probably got the dates mixed up or whatever, but the day that the car got discovered, the night before he gave me that money to get a car cover.
Okay. When was it, if you can remember, when you said you went to wipe the car down?
It was a couple of days, like around that same time I got the car cover, if not the same day,
Okay.
I wiped the car down trying to get the prints, make sure there wasn't no prints on
All right. When you were wiping the car down, what were you wiping the car down with?
it. Some like little cleaning supply stuff. I can't tell you exactly what I put on it, but I had a rag, had some stuff sprayed on the rag, and I just went and wiped it down.
All right. Now, was this rag soaked? Like, you
Nah.
dipped it in some products, or you just
Nah,
sprayed
I just
it?
sprayed some stuff on it. I just sprayed some stuff on
Do you remember what it was?
it. Nah, I really don't.
And was it daytime or nighttime?
It was nighttime.
Okay, it was nighttime.
I ain't do nothing daytime.
It was nighttime. Could you fully see the car that night?
It was in the back, like somebody had pushed it all the way in the backyard, like parked it all the way in the back. So
When you all dropped it off, was it in the same place it was?
nah, it was like in the front of the driveway.
Okay.
That's why he
When
was.
you all dropped it off, it was in front of the driveway?
Yes, ma'am. It was parked up close where you could see it. It could be spotted east,
Okay. But when you went back, it was...
pushed on to the back.
Do you recall if y'all had keys to the vehicle? Or if Justin did?
Justin had the key to him. Cause Mr. Govan kept asking like where the key was so we could move it and burn it up somewhere else.
So it was nighttime, the car was pushed towards the back, and you were wiping it down. You were shot in your right shoulder?
The right shoulder, yes,
Is
ma'am.
that your dominant hand?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So did that present any problems wiping down things?
Nah, it really, like, I did the best I could, being shot and all. I did the best I could wiping it down.
Now you do know your prints were eventually found on the car.
Yo, I didn't do a good job, so.
Okay. All right. Did you let Mr. Govan know that you had wiped the car down?
Yeah, I called him when I was walking in the backyard to let him know that, you know, I was gonna go back there and wipe the car down.
And what did he say?
He said, all right, bro. All right.
So another night or another day or so, you were asked to get a car cover.
Just fine.
When did he provide you the money for the car cover?
Like the night before, I went and got it the next morning. Like in between midnight hour.
And how did he provide you with the money?
For cash money.
Cash.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. He provided you with cash. Had you ever bought a car cover before?
No.
Did you know where to go get one in?
Yeah, I knew where to go get a car cover from.
Okay, and did you look it up or figure out which store?
Nah, it was an AutoZone close by, so you know I know AutoZone sells them.
Okay, they seem okay. So is that where you went?
Yes, ma'am.
You went to AutoZone. Yeah. What color car cover was it?
Now that part I can't tell you because it never made it out the box.
It never made it out the box. Why didn't it make it out the box?
Because they had discovered the car, and I was like, since they discovered the car, take this junk back and get the money back and just buy me some more pills.
Did you, when the day that they discovered the car, did you speak with Mr. Govan then?
Nope.
You don't recall speaking with Mr. Govan?
No.
You speak with Mr. Justin Johnson?
No, I ain't speak to no one of them that day though. When they discovered the car, I ain't talk to nobody.
And how did you know that they discovered the car?
Facebook, the news, and stuff like that.
So,
Well, that morning, like, before I went and got the car cover, I spoke to Mr. Govan, but, like, after they discovered the car, nope, I ain't talked to him. I just...
the morning of. So what did you talk about the morning before they discovered the car?
The car cover and stuff.
You talked about
trying to get that car covered up and get rid of it, basically.
Why did you need to speak with Mr. Govan about you going?
He was the one saying that we need to get rid of that car. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was right there, and he was like, you know, he ain't want them talking to him about anything if they discover the car, because he gonna tell them to give with Willie Massey, so he get back to his gambling.
So the day the car was discovered, you did not speak with him any more afterwards?
Not after the car was discovered.
All right. Did you speak with him any more after that?
Yes, ma'am. December the 8th, 2021. I was going to give me some pills, going one way, and he was coming up another way, and he looked through the window mirror, his windshield, I mean, and blew the horn. And I pulled over, he pulled over, and he got out the car. He was like, thank God. He was telling me that he been getting shot at and stuff, and he asked me have I spoke to Mr. Justin Johnson, because they had ran in Justin Johnson's house the night before or whatever. He showed me some things on his phone, and he was asking me, did I have a number he could get in touch with me on. He told me I need to get rid of my phone. I need to get rid of that phone, is all he was saying. And he was like, he was gonna go to Prevay that night and get my money, and he was gonna call me. He asked me for a number, and he was gonna call me.
Did he ever call?
Now the U.S. Marshal was on me the next day. I was in jail.
He didn't have a chance to call.
Nope.
Okay. So you said the next day, so that would be December 9th of 2021?
Yes, ma'am. December 9th.
What else sticks out about that day?
December 9th. It was my daughter's birthday.
All right, it's a different daughter's birthday that was on
Yes,
the day?
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. It was my daughter's birthday. I had took her some cake and ice cream to school, and the U.S. Marshal was trailing me the whole morning.
And you were eventually arrested?
Yes, ma'am. I was arrested.
Did you have your phone on you that Mr. Govan told you to get rid of?
Yes, ma'am. I had that phone on me.
Okay. Did you have more than one phone?
Yes, ma'am. I had Miss Angela's phone on me as well.
Well, did you have another phone? Did you get rid of the phone that Mr.
No.
You never got rid of the
No, I
phone?
never got rid of the phone.
You never took your
I
phone?
gave it to my children's mother, like, after I saw the U.S. Marshal trailing me.
Okay,
I gave it to my children's mother
that's what
and left, yeah.
and to your knowledge, police got that phone from her.
Yes, ma'am, they got a warning when her house.
Got the phone.
Yes, ma'am.
How did they know she had the phone? Or do you know?
Well, I guess.
I'm not gonna ask you to guess.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know. They get a pin or it. I don't know.
Okay. But they did get the phone out of
I
her.
did get the phone.
And you didn't speak to Mr. Govan anymore after that. Now, you were promised,
Hold on for a second. Was that a yes or no? You should read
No, ma'am, I didn't speak to him no more.
so as part of this, you were promised that you would receive $50,000, is that correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you ever receive that money in your hand?
No, ma'am.
Once you were arrested, was the money ever gifted to you or?
Not
provided?
directed to me, but it was provided for lawyer fees.
And do you know about when that was?
Nah, I just can't. No, ma'am, I can't recall. But it was after I was locked up at 201.
To your knowledge, was Mr. Govan locked up at that time?
No, ma'am, he wasn't locked up at the time.
So you were arrested December 9th.
Yes, ma'am.
You were charged with charges you're here for that you have now.
Yes, ma'am.
Were you promised anything for your testimony?
No, ma'am.
Do you hope to receive something from the testimony?
I'm praying for it, but I wasn't promised. Like, I've been asking for a bond. I wasn't promised nothing.
And you've spoken to prosecutors.
Yes, ma'am.
You've spoken to me a few times, right?
About two, 3 times. Yeah.
Everything happened here in Shelby County?
Yes, ma'am.
I'll pass the witness, Sean.
Could you do that if you're- it's gonna be a while. Mr. Cornelius, my name is Manny Aurora. I'm the lawyer for Mr. Govan.
Yes, sir.
Have we ever spoken before?
Nah, I've never spoken to you.
Earlier today, about 10 o'clock, the jurors were excused for about an hour. Did you have to talk to your lawyer before you testified today?
Nah, I actually speak to my lawyer.
Okay, did you talk to your lawyer?
Nah, my lawyer out of time.
All right, did you talk to one of his associates?
Yes.
And is she the one sitting in court right there still?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir.
All right, and during the course of that hour, did you talk to both the DAs one more time before you took the stand?
This morning?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So in that hour break between 10 and 11, you talked to your lawyer about whatever, it's privileged, and then you talked to the DAs about your testimony.
About my testimony, they would just ask me was I read it. Yeah.
Okay. So let me get this straight. You're telling the truth here today, right?
Yes, sir.
All right, so why do we need to talk to your lawyer before you testify if you're telling the truth?
Because when I came to court on the 1st, I didn't see my attorney, so I've been trying to talk to my attorney. Since I've been coming to court, I haven't saw my attorney one time, so I've been trying to talk to my attorney.
All right, but your attorney's already negotiated a proffer settlement for you with regards to the government, right?
No, he did.
He didn't do that.
No, he didn't tell me that I got nothing on the line or nothing, so I'm trying to ask what's going on.
All right, so if your lawyer didn't tell you anything, you're totally on your own cooperating with the government, hoping you can negotiate some kind of deal with the government?
No, I'm just keeping it real because they already know. Everybody else already made statements and told their part, so I'm telling the truth too.
Okay. My point to you is before testifying here today, you asked to talk to your lawyer about whatever you talked about. Then the government lawyers went in and talked to you, and then you testified.
I asked to talk to my lawyer because I haven't saw my lawyer since I've been coming to court, sir.
Right, so I'm trying to ask you, what is there to talk about? You knew why you were coming here
I'm trying
for.
to see what's going on, sir.
Right, going on as to why am I brought to Shelby County? You didn't know you were going to testify in a trial today?
Yes, I did, but I'm trying to see what's up on my behalf, like me and him talking, like on our terms.
Okay. And you know the ladies came and saw you at the jail a couple times, as you said, 2 or 3 times
2 times.
in the last week, right?
Nah, they talked to me like last week, then like a week or 2 before that, and then just picked up 3 times and talked.
And prior to that, you talked to an ADA named Hagerman about 5 times. You remember a tall white guy that's bald?
Yeah, I remember Paul.
Okay, and you talked to him about 5 or 6 times?
I don't know, I can't tell you exactly how many times I talked to Mr. Paul, but I talked to him.
Okay. And to the police, you made at least 4 statements, if not more?
Nah, I ain't made no false statements to no police.
All right, did you talk to him in December after you got arrested?
Yeah,
Did you talk to him again at least in March of 2022 after you got
I
arrested?
talked to Paul then.
Okay, that's the prosecutor, right?
Yeah,
And he had the cops with him?
yeah.
Okay. So you get arrested on December 9th. You're indicted on January 2022, just about a month later, right?
Right.
Then you have your lawyer and you go talk to Paul along with the other cops in March. Is that right?
Right.
Okay, and then you talk to him again after that, right?
Yeah.
You remember talking to federal prosecutors in August of 2022 and making a statement.
I don't know who I was talking to, and I don't remember like what time it was, but
Okay.
yeah, I talked to him.
All right. And you remember when you previously given statements, you acknowledged you lied to the police throughout this process, right? You denied everything and you opened up.
No, I ain't say throughout the process. I didn't say that.
All right.
When I first spoke to them, when I first got locked up December 9th, I was intoxicated. So, you know, I really didn't want to talk. Like,
Okay. So you are now telling me that on December 9th, the police illegally questioned you while you were drunk. They didn't wait for you to sober
I
up.
didn't say they illegally pushed me. I said I was intoxicated. And I said I would talk to you, so, but I talked to them, I was intoxicated.
Okay. Your arrest is made by the U.S. Marshals. And so you would have been intoxicated at the time the Marshals arrested you?
Yeah.
And this is in the daytime, right? During the day?
Yeah.
All right. And so you're really close to your daughter's birthday on the day they arrested you, but you're drunk. Is that right?
Now let me check this out. This had it went. I saw them trailing me. U.S. Marshals were trailing me. They used to follow me the whole morning from the time I got up. After I saw him, the next day they was on me.
Okay.
I saw them trailing me. I went and got cake and ice cream for my daughter. I dropped Angela off at work. I dropped her cake and ice cream off at the school. Then I went to my children's mother's house and dropped the phone.
Okay. When did you get intoxicated?
Early in the morning.
Okay. So
Like
you're...
I already had me some pills that night. From that night on, I already had pills and stuff.
Okay. Let's go back. The night before you got arrested, let's just presume you got arrested on December 9th, 2021. You started taking pills that night.
Yeah, I went to sleep, but I had me some pills to wake up on.
All right. Who did you get the pills from?
Someone else.
Okay. Got a name? You don't remember, do you?
Nah, I don't want to put that name out there.
Well, we're telling the truth now, remember?
Yeah, but
It's all
they
open.
not on trial though. They not in it. They ain't got no part. They just sold the pills. So I don't want to put. I ain't finna put their names out there.
So you got some pills the night before, and you stayed intoxicated through the whole day, or did you drink some the
No,
next morning?
you don't drink on pills. You don't drink alcohol with oxycodone. I ain't say nothing about drinking. I said I pop pills. That's my choice of drug.
Okay. When people say intoxicated, maybe I misunderstand.
I was under the influence. I'm gonna say that again.
All right. Did you take pills in the morning to stay under the influence?
Yeah, I woke up and popped me some more pills. I was shot already too. You know, I was shot too.
I understand. So you took the pills. But even though you're intoxicated with the pills, you know enough to go to the grocery store, to get cake, get balloons. Then in your intoxicated state, you go to your daughter's school. Apparently the teachers at the school don't mind you being intoxicated, so you drop off all the stuff for the party. Then you leave some more. You're not intoxicated enough to realize that the marshals have been following you all morning because you're sharp enough to figure that out. And then prior to them stopping you, you're smart enough to ditch the phone with your child's mother. That's what you're telling me under your intoxicated
See, I've
state.
been taking them so long to where pills don't do me like they probably do you, and I could be at work as well.
Right.
And then after I saw the U.S. Marshals on me, I did go to a Family Dollar and get some Tylenol PMs and took some of them too.
Okay. All right, so let's go back to the story for the day. You get up, you pop some pills, you go to the grocery store, you go to the school, then you see the marshals. Instead of being worried about the marshals following you, they just leave you alone. You go to the Family Dollar to go buy headache pills.
They ain't just leave me alone. They were trailing me trying to see exactly where I was going, what I was doing. They were tracking me the whole time. From the time I got
Why didn't
home.
they just stop you if they saw you? And you're clearly
They
wanted.
tried-
Objection, you're on the cause for speculation.
They stopped you near your child's mother's house, right?
No, they stopped me in Mississippi. I put them on the. I left. I just put them on a little trail. They ain't put no lights on me till I got in Mississippi.
Okay, so was it a high-speed chase or you just
Nah,
kept
I don't
going?
know how speed is chase because as soon as they put South Haven police behind me and South Haven police put their lights on me, I pulled over and the marshal was right there.
All right, so we've talked about intoxicated, so you were smart enough to say, I'm going to get out of Memphis, have them chase me across state lines to Mississippi, then you remember specifically
They
South
didn't
Haven
chase
police
me.
got you.
They didn't chase me. I just drove and they were following me. They were trailing me the whole time. So I
Okay.
just went on to South Haven, Mississippi, and they followed me and put South Haven police behind me, a marked car.
All right, so in your intoxicated state, you went in this Sunday drive, essentially, where you saw the marshals trailing you. Then you were smart enough to recognize South Haven police was also involved. Is
Look,
that right?
this how I am. I'm from the streets, so
Yeah.
you know, when you driving, you pay attention to all your mirrors. You know what I'm saying? So I pay attention to these cars following me. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that if they were some hitters, they would have pulled up on me and just shot the car up. You know what I'm saying? So I went ahead and went on to Mississippi. When I was in my baby mama's apartment, matter of fact, they pulled up 5-seat car deep, number 10 windows. So I knew they were police.
What kind of cars were following you?
It was Jeeps, all kind. You know how the marshals ride, you know.
Well, marshals usually have those big SUVs and Suburbans, but you're saying like a Jeep Wrangler?
They had Jeeps, they had all kind of cars.
Okay,
They was in unmarked cars, tinted out.
all right. So I'm going to try to go this slowly. If there's anything you don't understand, just ask me to repeat myself, okay?
Yes, sir.
I have no quarrel with you. I respect what you're trying to do. I just want to ask some questions,
I ain't
okay?
got no problem. I respect what you trying to do too.
When we first started this morning, you had mentioned you'd been shot twice and you were losing a lot of blood. Is that a guess?
Yes, sir.
And you said it was gushing everywhere out of your arm. You had to get medical care.
No, I got a wound kit. I never went to the hospital.
Understood. But you used the word a lot of blood everywhere. Is that fair?
Yes, that's what I said.
Okay. So as you're bleeding with blood everywhere, you got into the Mercedes to make your getaway.
Yeah. I didn't even recognize that I was shot at the time when I was in it. It's like, man, like when I got in the car, I didn't recognize I was shot.
But you saw you were bleeding.
No, once we pulled off
Okay.
and he shot the window, that's when I know that I had a hole in my. I wasn't bleeding then.
Okay. When the car left, as it's leaving Makita's Cookies, you get shot in the arm.
I don't know when they got shot. I see it there. I don't know when exactly. What point I was shot at, I don't know. But once we pulled off and we were driving crazy, that's when Jesse said he was straight. And I looked, I'm like, dang, I'm hit too. And I kept asking him, was he okay?
So obviously at some point when you're shooting your AK-47 into the Makitas and backing up, the other guy comes out and then at some point he grabs an AK-47 and shoots at you. You had to have been hit somewhere along that point, right?
Yeah, it was so bad, I don't know when I got hit right here. Anyway, I can't tell you when. I didn't feel it.
Okay. Can we agree that after you got shot twice in this part of your leg, which is a heavy bleeding part,
I was
And-
straight right here.
It was straight, so that shot didn't bother you.
And the bullet went in me right here and was in my back.
Okay, because when you were walking, you didn't look like you were limping into the apartment, so that's what I was asking you. Did you get shot in the
Yeah,
leg too?
straight right there. Straight right there.
It's just a straight.
Yeah.
All right, the one that lodged in your body, that blood is just gushing, right? You've got an open wound in your shoulder.
Russian, but you know, cause I've been shot before, so I know not to panic. As long as I don't bleed out of my mouth, I ain't gonna panic.
Right.
So I know how to control them.
Mr. Cornelius, I'm not trying to ask you difficult questions. Were you bleeding heavily from the gunshot wound in your arm?
Yeah, you gonna bleed heavy. You gonna bleed.
That's all I'm asking.
Yes, sir.
And as you're bleeding, you're sitting in the car going to Bradley Street where you dropped off the car. Yes?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so there would be blood in the car. I mean, you're bleeding heavily.
Nah, I'm sitting up. I'm sitting up actually, man. And I got on a pullover sweater, you know, and I'm not panicking, so the blood I'm not panicking. Because I'm making sure Mr. Johnson okay as well, because he said he was hit. But it come to find out he was straight.
But if you're bleeding heavily, but there's no blood, is that what you're telling me?
Your Honor, I'm going to object. He's answered this about 5-6 times.
I just want a simple answer to a simple
And
question.
he's answered it to the best of his ability.
He answered it a couple of times.
Was there blood in the car once you got out?
Nah, I wasn't looking to check. I wasn't trying to see whether no blood. I'm moving fast, trying to, you know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right, we'll go with that. And you mentioned that Justin had the car keys, is that correct?
Yes, sir.
All right, so when you guys dropped off the car, Justin got into his SUV that he left across the street from Mr. Gomez.
I got out and jumped in the SUV. On the video, you saw I was driving the SUV in them park.
I'm not talking about the apartments. Remember when you dropped off the car? Let's focus. When you guys dropped off the white stolen Mercedes,
Right.
you said across the street from Mr. Govan's house,
Right.
you and Justin got out of the car.
I got out the car to move the truck. You had to move the truck out the yard first to pull the car up. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so you did that.
Yeah.
Whose truck was it?
It was Justin right here.
All right. Who drove the truck away over the two-lane apartments?
I did.
So that white SUV that we saw you were driving it?
Yeah, that was me.
Okay. You don't know whose truck that is?
No.
All right.
It was Justin's, I guess.
All right. When you drove the Mercedes into the driveway.
No, I did not. I can't drive two vehicles. I jumped out the Mercedes to move the white truck.
But if you-
Justin parked the Mercedes. He was driving, as you saw in the video.
All right. So even though you couldn't drive too good, you drove the SUV to two-lane
Who said I
apartments.
couldn't drive too good? I ain't
You
say
just
I-
did say that.
I ain't say. I said I can't drive two vehicles, two cars
Okay.
at one time.
All right. So did Justin have the keys to the Mercedes?
Yes.
Okay. So he does whatever with the Mercedes, takes the keys, you guys get into the SUV, you drive it away to two-lane apartments, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I want to get into the AutoZone. I know you don't remember, but the car was found on the morning of December 20th, 2021, which is about 3 days after the shooting, okay?
December the 20th.
I'm sorry, November the 20th, 2021. We'll work with that, right? You're now saying that the night before, which would be around midnight, I think you said, of the 19th, Mr. Govan gave you some money for car cover?
Yes, sir.
All right, and you said around midnight or so he did that, right?
Yeah, in between that time.
Okay,
Many hours.
all right. You mentioned at one point that he paid you with Cash App, and then at one point you mentioned he
I
paid
ain't
you
say
with
nothing
cash.
about cash.
So these jurors didn't hear the word Cash App come out of your mouth at
I
all?
said he paid me with cash.
Okay.
He gave me cash to go get the car covered.
Did he ever pay you any dollars with Cash App?
No.
Okay. So he gave you cash. Did you go get the car cover?
I went and got it, but I didn't go inside the store myself.
Okay. So now let's go back. So you're telling me when this happened, on the night of the 19th, you were with your girlfriend,
Yeah.
Angela?
Yeah.
Okay, because you didn't mention that when they were asking me the question. So let me get
What
this
you
straight.
mean? What you saying?
On the 19th, the night before the car was discovered, you cleaned that car, right?
Yeah.
Angela was with you when you were cleaning the car?
She wasn't with me. She dropped me off.
All right, where did she go?
I told her buzz a loop, buzz a block, right around. So I
Okay.
called and told her to come back.
All right.
She wasn't with me.
So you said you called Mr. Govan to tell him that you were going to clean the car so he wouldn't shoot you, right?
Yeah.
So did he come out to visit with you?
No, he ain't come out.
Then how did he give you the money that night to go get a car cover?
I went back over there. I ain't say it might have been that same day now. I said it might have been the next day, but I went over there, get some pills. Or it might have been later on, because I went over there to get some pills or whatever, to stay up, some extra pills, once again.
Right,
And
but
he
you understand,
gave me the money to get the car covered.
you understand, we're running a little bit out of time because you told us under oath that he paid you on the 19th of December of 2021 in the evening hours around midnight.
Then I said it might not have been that day. It might have been the next day. You know, it might have been like I probably had the days mixed up. Like the day before, I probably went and wiped the car. Then on the 19th, he gave me the money for the car cover.
Well, see, there's a little problem with that. The
What's
car
the
was
problem?
found on the 20th that morning.
Okay.
So if you wiped the car down the night before it was found, that would be the 19th. You'd agree with me, right?
Exactly.
And if he also paid you at the same time, that would be the 19th, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So if you
But the
got...
time, what time, like exactly what time this took place, what I can't remember it.
But it was all at night.
Yeah, like midnight, early morning.
Okay. And you went to the AutoZone to buy that night, and you just...
Nah, I ain't go that night. I went that morning to get that car cover, because I wasn't finna put it up. The AutoZone ain't no 24-hour AutoZone where we at, no way.
Okay. What time did you go to the AutoZone?
So they open up early in the morning.
It's like 7 in the morning.
Can't tell you exactly what time.
Okay.
I finna see that light.
Who'd you go with?
Me and Elsa.
All right, so now you've got Angela involved in covering up the murder, like hiding evidence, right? She's helping you get this?
No, I ain't ever involved in doing nothing. She wasn't hiding nothing. She wasn't doing it. Nope, not finna lie like that.
All right, so when she picked you up at Two Lane Apartments, what happened to your clothes?
What happened to my clothes?
Yeah, the bloody clothes.
We had changed down at 2 Lane Apartments.
Where'd you get the clothes?
We got them 2 Lane Apartments.
Like from who?
Whoever that was. I don't know that girl.
So they just had something to fit your size to wear those
Yeah,
clothes?
you see, when we went in and we came out, you see, before Angela pulled up, we had on different clothes when we came out.
Okay.
You see that on the video.
So you remember that part, right?
Yeah.
Okay. You went to the AutoZone. You ever been to an AutoZone yourself before?
Yeah, I had cars.
Security cameras everywhere, right? At the AutoZone?
I don't know about all that.
All right. Would it be out of the ordinary? You've gone auto part shopping before. You just said you've been there before, right?
Right.
All right. Do most businesses that you frequent have surveillance cameras?
Of course.
All right. So your car, what car was it that went to the AutoZone that morning?
The SUV that picked me up.
So Angela's car.
Yes, sir.
So if I was to call AutoZone to get surveillance, I could easily see the car coming and going.
Yes, sir.
All right, and if I went inside, I could easily be seen on the surveillance cameras because they have it for shoplifting and all that. Angela would be front and center, right?
I ain't gonna say front and center, but I told her to go get the car cover.
All right, and
Go
so
get a car cover, universal car cover.
all right, and so if it's around 7 in the morning, she used cash to buy it. You get a receipt even if you use cash, right?
Right.
Okay. So if I wanted to double check, say I'm a really good detective and I want to figure out what's happened, I could easily go to AutoZone, pull the footage, ask them for just their receipts from between 7 and 8 that morning, who bought a car cover. I could very easily validate what you're saying, right?
Of course.
Okay. We agree on that. Thank you. With regards to Mr. Govan, you talk to him almost every single day, right?
What you mean?
Like you would hang out at his house.
Yeah, I go through there, grab a few, pull up on them.
Yeah, I mean, you talk to him pretty regularly, right?
Yeah. Right.
So if you say, hey, he called me or he did this, you could have communicated with him for any reason. You have to take your word for what it is that you guys talked about, right?
When you talking about?
Well, I mean, you're a little vague on the date, so I'm just asking you, if you met him that summer,
I'm a little big on the date.
a little fuzzy on the date.
Yeah. I've been locked up almost 4 years.
Right, but you've also talked to the police over the course of the 4 years, especially in the first 6 months.
But
And then
not like this, not like.
But I know, because there's pressure here when you're under oath, but I'm saying, and you've also
It
talked
ain't no
to...
pressure, because I'm telling the truth. Ain't no pressure. I'm being real.
Your truth is your truth, I understand. You've talked to these people about 9 times, essentially, the government lawyers, right, prior to testifying here today.
I can't tell you exactly how many times I talked to them, sir.
Okay. You mentioned during your testimony that you actually never communicated with Jook, is that right?
No, I never communicated. Well, I did, to be honest with you. I forget I had, like, after they found the car or whatever, and, man, I wasn't talking to Justin or him. So I had inboxed him on one. Well, I forgot what it was, and I'm like, man, I'm Govan homeboy, man. I need to holler at you, go. I'm trying to get my money. You know what I'm saying?
So who were you communicating with?
I was inboxing Juke, like, man, this Govan, little homeboy. Like, really, I ain't want to say this who Govan hired, you know what I'm saying, to handle the bid. I'm like, this Govan homeboy, I need to get up with you, because I'm trying to get my bread.
All right, so when you said inbox, is that an email?
I forgot what I had. Hit the man up on. I forgot what it was.
Okay. And the reason I ask is you didn't want to give up anything or do anything, but earlier, when you first met Jook, you said Mr. Govan introduced you as Little C, the guy that done the shooting of Wu, so we already knew you were a shooter. So why would we need all the cloak and dagger if you're trying to reach out to Jook?
Nah, because look, this had went, man. After the shooting or whatever, after they discovered the car or whatever, Justin had got with me and was like, man, look, man, Juke saying that he'll get with us on his own terms or whatever, and don't trust Govan or nothing like that right now. You know what I'm saying? He was like, so in my eyes there was so many crosses. You know what I'm saying? Like Justin had ran out with the cake or whatever, and I couldn't trust him. I couldn't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, I'm gonna take initiative on my own and hit Juke up on his little I forgot it was Instagram or something. You know what I'm saying? And I was like, man, this Govan homeboy. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Sure.
get up with you. Really, I need my money.
Did you ever text Mr. Jook at all during the course of all this?
That's what I was saying on a website, like on Instagram or Facebook, something like that. I forgot what it was. I ain't have his number personally. I could not contact him, like call his phone and say, Juke, where my money? No, I couldn't do that.
Okay. Could Angela do that?
No.
So nobody...
Angela ain't know nothing about no Juke or none of these. Like, no, she couldn't just hit Juke up. She don't know him or Govan.
Can I just have it 1 second, Your Honor? We've talked a lot about parking the car across from Govan's house, but you recall some hours ago you said your friend Bobby Carter lives across the street from Govan as well, right?
He stayed like across up the street, like close towards the corner with his mom.
All right.
And they called each other brothers. Him
Okay.
and Govan.
So your testimony to me now is when we told them whatever about Bobby Carter, that he didn't remember how they will. Now you're saying Bobby Carter lives up the street.
He stayed across the street, but houses down from where they car was.
How many houses?
I can't remember, about 3-4 houses, close to what that is?
Bradley?
Nah, close. Bradley is the street they stay on. Close towards what's the Crossway Street?
I'm not from Memphis, I don't know.
It's been a long time. I ain't been out there. I can't tell you.
Right. The reason I ask is you also mentioned you just lived a couple minutes from Mr. Govan's house, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So you live a couple minutes from Mr. Govan's house. Bobby lives across the street, some 3 houses down. And you and Bobby did the first shooting of Wu when you guys had a shootout with Mr. Wu. Is that correct?
Yeah, me, Bob, and Justin, and we got Mr. Govan gave me his gun.
Okay.
Gun.
So now Govan gave you the gun. I understand that. Was Treon Ingram also there for that shooting?
I don't know none of them folks. I don't know none of them.
How many people were there all together at the first shooting of Wu?
At the shooting,
At the shooting.
At the house, at Mr. Govan's house.
Okay, let's try this again. You went with Bobby Carter and you said Justin was already there.
We all met up at Mr. Govan's house. And me and Bobby jumped in one vehicle, and Justin and another guy was in another vehicle.
All right. So when they asked you before, now there's a 4th guy that was going to do the shooting with you guys, right? That's you, Justin, Bobby, and a 4th person you don't know. Okay. So you guys drove off and found Wu and had a shootout.
Yeah, he had told us Wu was at the house, Mr. Govan.
So Mr. Govan knew exactly where Wu was at the
They
date
knew
and the
exactly
time.
where Wu stayed at.
Okay, so did you shoot up his house?
Nah, like I said, the gun had jammed up. I was on foot walking up, and he was coming out the house. And the gun Mr. Govan had gave me had jammed up. And I had to duck behind the tree. And Bob was trying to get to me.
Okay. Were you ever charged with the attempted murder of Wu
No,
by the state?
no.
But you told them that you tried to kill somebody and the gun jammed up, but they didn't charge you with a conspiracy
No.
or attempted murder or
Yeah,
anything?
I don't know police then. Like, that was street stuff. Ain't nobody attempt, like, he shot back. Like, it was a shootout. After that, it was immunity.
Well, like with Mr. Dolph, though, that was a shootout too, because they shot back at you and they hit you
We
twice.
shot first, though. We shot first, so it really wasn't. We ran as they were shooting back. We were pulling off as he was shooting back.
Okay. In your statement to the police in March of 2022 and Mr. Hagerman, do you remember telling them that 2 masked men met you prior to your arrest and gave you $50,000 in cash inside a brown paper bag?
No, I ain't tell them nothing like that.
All right. Did you tell them about... Okay, you didn't tell them. Got it. At some point, money showed up for your lawyer after you got arrested. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. And then you were talking to the police, and they asked you, what did the money mean? And you said it was understood that you were on Jook's team. Is that correct?
No, I ain't say nothing like that.
You sure? Because I got it on video, so I'm just going to ask you
Jook
again.
team?
Yeah, they said, is it understood what you were going to be doing that they paid for your lawyer?
Nah, I wanted my money. The hit already been done.
You're in prison, and $38,000 or $50,000 or whatever just shows up to pay your lawyer. Is that correct?
Yeah, the money came.
All right, and that came from Mr. Jook's
I don't know
CMG
who
side.
it came from.
So it just magically appeared.
I don't know who it came from. Like I said, I couldn't call nobody. I don't know who it came from.
Do you remember talking to the police on August 10th of 2022?
Probably did. What was he?
Well, I'm going to show you what was said, and we're going to go through it. May I approach the witnesses?
You can give him
I want you to read paragraph 17 to yourself, and I'm going to have a handful of questions.
And Your Honor, can we approach, if we could have him put that down, please? Hold on for just a
17, we're going to have a bunch of questions. Okay. Can I retrieve it back for asking questions? You remember talking to agents back in August of 2022? We've established that, right?
All right.
All right. Who is Vanessa Covington?
My sister.
All right. And you stated to the police on August 10th of 2022 that you had Vanessa Covington, I guess her married name is Holmes, try to reach out to a lawyer for you, right?
Correct.
All right. And then she told you that we don't have any money, right?
Correct.
Her husband contacted a lawyer named Taurus Bailey, is that right?
Correct.
And that you told her that you needed to get word to Mims through Arthur Horn, attorney for Anthony Mims, correct?
Correct.
So you told your sister to reach out to Jook's lawyer, Arthur Horn.
No, I did not tell my sister that. I told the lawyer that.
Okay, so you told your lawyer, reach out to Jook's lawyer, Arthur Horn.
To get him money.
Okay,
But he didn't represent me.
all right. And so the lawyer did get some money from Arthur Horn.
Yeah.
And Arthur Horn is Jook's lawyer, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And then at some point, Mr. Bailey advised you that payments have been made.
Yeah.
And it was supposed to be $50,000, right?
Supposed to be.
And there's no trail of it, it was just cash, is what he told you. You got paid cash.
Yeah.
Because Mr. Horn didn't want this coming back to him, so he just paid out cash to Mr. Bailey.
I don't know. I got paid. I don't know. Yeah, he got paid though.
All right.
When he got there.
And then Mr. Bailey backed out of your case shortly thereafter, and another lawyer came on your case, right?
Mr. Bailey wasn't able to represent me because the judge wouldn't allow him.
Okay.
At the time, the judge at the time.
So he's been paid in full, either be it 50,000, 30, whatever it is, he's been paid. And then he gets you another lawyer, right?
Right.
And the same 38,000 in cash shows up for that lawyer, right?
Right.
All right. And you guys talked about that cash, and in fact, your lawyer, during this interview with the police in August, said, whoa, 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 this money's all documented and all that stuff, right? Your lawyer talked for a while trying to explain where this money came from, right?
I can't remember. I recall. Yeah, I think so.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then one of the detectives also jumped up and said, now that they paid for your lawyer, it was understood that you were with them, or words to that extent.
What you mean? With what?
If I pay for your lawyer, wouldn't I expect you to help me out and keep your mouth shut?
No, not necessarily, because if you bring me a part of this, and then you know what I'm saying, like you make your statement to the police, and you hire me to do this and make a statement and turn me in, then, you know, right, wrong, I might as well go with, you know, the same person that hired me and made a statement on me. I might as well just, you know, keep it real and tell the truth. This is who hired me, right? And then there it goes. This is who brought me in.
Okay. When you tried, they asked you again.
I don't know Juke and them like that. I don't know Juke.
Okay.
So I'm not with them.
When they gave you the money,
They didn't give me the money. I was locked up.
when they gave the lawyer the money, you think Mr. Govan came up with $50,000 in cash to pay the lawyer?
Objection, Your Honor, calls for speculation.
All right, we've already answered this. You said you know it came from them. The lawyer told you. I got it. So let's move from that to, was Mr. Juke ever interviewed by the police in this case?
I don't know.
You read the discovery in your case, did you not?
Nah, I ain't read all that. I ain't had the whole 1,000-some pages.
All right. So in here, when you said I've looked at the discovery after your March interview, and
I
that's
saw
how.
my part. I saw my part. My part was short.
Okay. Your part was short, even though you're the one with the AK-47 committing a murder, telling them about AutoZone, telling them about I went here, I went there. Let's go back. All right. You talked about pressure wool. You know pressure wool, right?
Yeah.
You know what it looks like. You've been there before.
Yeah.
Sometimes people sell drugs there.
I don't know, but I don't know what go on in prison with a word like that. I can't say all that.
All right.
I can't say all that.
You said you've been to pressure. What did you go to pressure wool for?
I went up there with him to get Mr. Govan to get his car washed before. And then I went the day of the shooting and I met Mr. Govan up there.
All right. So is it your testimony now, after I just asked you, you've been there before and you know what it looks like? You've only been there twice. Is that your
I
testimony?
can't tell you how many times I've been to get a car washed, sir.
Okay. You live in the same neighborhood as Mr. Govan, just a couple minutes away.
Yes, sir.
The pressure roll is just a couple minutes away from both you guys.
Yes, sir.
And you know what it looks like.
Yes, sir.
And you've been there.
Yes, sir.
Have you been there without Mr. Govan?
No, sir.
Okay, so is it fair to say then you're saying you've only been there twice in your life?
I can't tell you because I've probably been there 2-3 times with him. I don't know. I just can't tell you, sir.
Okay, so it was, I went there to get my car, he got his car
Objection, Your
washed.
Honor. Ask them answer.
Why don't they, well, I'm sorry, Your Honor, I apologize.
Just saying.
You went there one time with Mr. Govan so he could wash his car.
Get his car washed.
Okay. And then the next time you mentioned it was to pick up your phone.
If you want to say that, yes, sir. I went back to pick my phone up from him at the car wash. He told me to meet him where he get his car washed because I already knew. So, I went there and met him.
And then there may have been other times you went to the car wash with Mr.
No,
Govan.
I'm not saying all that, sir.
Okay.
I'm not saying that.
When you go to pressure wool, you do notice there's cameras all around the building and there's only one way in and
I
out.
don't notice all that, but it might be.
Okay. So if I'm a good detective and you say I went to pressure wool, certainly they would have gone to pressure wool, seen the cameras, and asked for the surveillance footage, right? To
I
back
don't
up
know
what
what
you're
they
saying.
did, sir. I can't do their job for. I don't know. I can't tell them. I don't know what they did, sir.
All right. When you talked about when the meeting happened, was it just you and Jook when the meeting happened?
No, me, Joe, and Mr. Hernandez Govan, sir.
And was that planned in advance?
Nah, I told you I was just pulling up about Peter's actually, and Joe was already over there. And
Okay.
Govan was like, we're going to let's see right here. You know what I'm saying? This is what we had to be the other day. And
All right.
Joe was like, hold on, put them phones, you know what I'm saying? Can't trust you like that.
With regards to trying to figure out when this meeting happened with Jook, that's the first time you saw him, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
First time I saw him.
And you just know Mr. Govan for a very short period of time prior to this meeting, right?
Right.
Okay, but Govan, even though you don't even know him, approached you and said you want to kill some people.
Nah, he said, paperwork got hits on the head. Not you want to kill some people. Yeah,
Okay.
paperwork got hits on the head. Bounties on it.
Right, so,
This our turn. You
okay.
know what I'm saying? Street.
He
This our
just-
turn. I always seen.
So is he doing a public service announcement saying, hey, there's a bounty on these people, or is he
You don't
telling
do
you to
shit
do
like
it?
that. You don't do shit like that. You know what I'm saying? You first you gotta figure a person out. So that's basically what he was doing, figuring me out. He said I was buying pills for him. So I probably need a little money because I get pills on credit or whatever for him. You know what I'm saying? And he saw me and Bobby tight, so he figured me out and was like, you want to make some money?
Okay. And so this is a murder Mr. Govan couldn't do himself to make $100,000. He needed you to do it and maybe get $10,000 out of it.
I don't know what he could have did himself. I don't know. I can't tell you all this, sir. He had a whole bunch of young guys around, you know what I'm saying? So I guess he wanted to just send us on out,
So now he had a whole bunch of guys that he was talking to this about.
Nah, I'm saying he had young guys around, we'll come around. So,
So is everybody supposed to be told, go out and kill people and make some
I
money?
don't know, sir. I don't know, but I'm not finna sit here and lie, sir.
Okay. But now you're telling me that he had other young people out here and everybody knew that there was a price on
I didn't
Dolph.
say everybody. I don't know who all knew, sir, but I know me, Bobby, Justin, and the other guy. I don't know who all knew because I'm not with they little crew. So what they talked about when I went around, I don't know, sir. You know what I'm saying? I was Bobby partner. I wasn't his partner really, but you know, once me and Bobby, he saw me and Bobby was, then he, you know, started, you know, trying to play a bundle.
All right. So a gentleman that you've just recently met decides he's going to trust you enough to tell you that there's a price on people's head. And just like that, you trust some guy living in Orange Mound to be able to come through with the money based on his representation.
Nah, it wasn't even representation. It's just, you know, when you hungry for some money, you would get out there and get your hand dirty, you know what I'm saying? And then, like I said, I had already saw Juke, like, after he told us, and we went on one mission, and Bobby clarified that, you know, his brother good for it, and Juke was over there when I met, and Juke clarified that our money was going to be good. It's go time.
Right, but remember...
We done been to the club together and everything.
I get it, but
And
let's...
Juke was at the club too.
Right, I understand Joe told you the money was good, but the problem with that statement is you'd already shot at Mr. Wu, you said close to a month or so before meeting
Nah,
with
I
Joe.
didn't say no month or so before meeting no Juke. I didn't say that. It was a couple days later. When I pulled up and got them pills, it probably was the next day or 2-3 days later. I can't remember the timeline, but it wasn't no couple months.
So when you said 2 weeks, maybe a month,
Nah,
that was incorrect.
I didn't say that, sir. I didn't say that. It was like probably the next day I pulled up over there about the pills from him, the next day or two. I don't know exactly when. And he was like, here go, let's see right here. This who put that work in, who shot it, Woo.
All right, so if all this is already known and understood, why would Mr. Jook need you to take your phones out and then walk you through how much everybody's worth? You already knew all that.
If you want to be honest with you, I can be honest with you. Because they were saying that Mr. Govan was like one straight or nothing like that, was like informing and stuff like that. And, you know, they were saying that he was police, so
Okay.
that's why all the phones got to go outside, you know, when you talk around.
So let me back this up. You were told at the meeting that Mr. Govan could be police.
Nah, Bobby been told me that.
So Bobby told you.
And then the streets talk, you know, people in the neighborhoods were saying that, you know, he had got him popped and he had got him sent to jail and he was setting them up and stuff like that.
So let's maybe go back to scratch. You just met this guy for a short period of time over the summer. Bobby's already told you he's a snitch, maybe works for the feds.
But you can't tell me nothing about no bad like that. If he ain't did no wrong to me, he ain't did no police stuff to me, he ain't police me, so I don't just take you to the streets say that about anybody, you know what I'm saying? They
Your
probably
friend-
saying it about me right now.
Your friend Bobby Carter told you that. Your friend.
An associate.
Okay.
I don't have friends, I have associates.
All right. Your associate told you that this man that you just met is a federal snitch. You can't trust him, right?
Yeah, but people say that about anybody, man, you know what I'm saying? So, no, you ain't did no police stuff to me, like, I ain't got no bad to say about you, you know what I'm saying?
All right.
You cool, you did.
So-
You know, streets talk like that all the time, associates or whatever. Because he probably seen how me and him would get, and he ain't like that, so he come with this man. You know, he's police, you know what I'm saying? So I don't listen to what people say.
All right. So let me just ask.
It's just like proving guilty until proven innocent, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's the problem we're having. So let me ask you
Innocent
some
until
questions.
proven guilty, however you get.
All right. So before you meet Mr. Govan, according to you, whenever that was, Bobby Carter's already giving you rumors. Your associate that he's a snitch. You can't trust him.
Nah, not before, after me and him start, you know what I'm saying, hanging out and stuff. You know what I'm saying, that was Bobby.
All right. So now you're saying Bobby told you he was a snitch after you guys started hanging out?
After he saw how our relationship was, this when he was like, you know what I'm saying, can't trust him, you know what I'm saying, that's why I feel back. He was like, that's why he want to take pause in it. Ain't none of this or nothing like that, you know what I'm saying?
So your associate Bobby Carter that introduced you to Mr. Govan fell back because he didn't trust Mr. Govan.
Yeah, because me and Bobby had a problem too, though, so that's why
Okay.
I really didn't believe it, because he had put my tie on flag and stuff, so I really just ain't believe everything people were saying, you know what I'm saying?
All right. So now you and your associate Bobby Carter had problems as well.
I
So you
had
didn't believe it.
yeah, so I was like really more around him than Bobby. I had feel bad about because we had little different problems and stuff too, you know.
So the same guy you went shooting with, you guys had a disagreement, so you weren't friendly.
Yeah.
So the car where it's parked, even though Bobby lives just a couple of doors down, we're going to keep saying it's across from Govan's house. It was actually in front of an abandoned house, right? One or two down from Govan.
What?
The car, when you guys dropped off the Mercedes.
It was right across the street at the abandoned house from his house.
Okay, which is 2 doors down, but on the same street from Bobby Carter's house.
Yeah, it's on the same side as Bobby. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
On the same side as Bobby, but right across the street from Mr. Govan house.
Did Bobby ever tell you, call you and say, why is there a fancy Mercedes sitting in front of my house with a busted window?
I wasn't talking to Bobby at the time. Bobby texted me and said, you niggas ain't gonna fuck with me. It's actually in my phone, so
Okay.
Bobby the one, I don't know.
When you talked to the police regarding the meeting, you said the meeting took place around the time Braylon Murray was murdered. You remember that?
Who?
Braylon Murray.
Who are they?
Could I show him on the exhibit, please? I want you to look at the highlighted portion of paragraph 9 of the debrief to the defense. You mentioned you've seen the discovery about you, so this is about you. You agree that the feds wrote up a long 6-page summary about your interview, right?
I ain't had it in my school.
Okay, so your lawyer, over the
Ain't
last
get all
3
my
years,
schools.
has never shown you your own statement to the police.
No, ain't get all my school.
So you're basically telling me your lawyer is a complete buffoon that didn't share your own
No,
discovery with
I
you.
wouldn't say that about my lawyer. I'm not saying it, because I told him I didn't want the rest of the discovery. So I didn't say that. I just said I didn't get all my discovery.
So you know specifically the interviews that you did with the police, maybe the most important thing, he didn't give those to you.
I didn't care to get all that. After this thick package came, I didn't care to get no more.
Can you hand that to him? Just read the highlighted portion to yourself, please.
I don't know who that is. What's the nickname?
I don't know. That's what the police said you wrote. You told them. CD, that was you at the time. That's the phrase, the initials they were using for you. Said the August 13, 2021. His meeting was around there, around the same time Braylon Murray was murdered. Right?
I don't know who that is.
Okay. Tell me, how many people have you shot over your life, your career?
My career is not a career, for one, but I went to jail in 2011 for aggravated assault charge, and that's it.
Okay, but I'm just asking you, how many people have you shot? We've got Wu down. Who else?
I haven't shot Wu. I shot at Wu. It's the difference.
All right. Tell these nice people in the jury box, how many people have you shot at?
One. How many people have I shot at?
Yeah.
Wu, and I shot a guy in 2011, and dog, that's it.
All right.
I'm not a criminal just doing stuff like that.
Okay. Can I retrieve that deputy? You got arrested on December 9th in that intoxicated state we talked about, correct?
Mm-hmm.
You gotta say yes or no.
Yes, sir. I was under the influence.
Okay. The police still interviewed you on the 9th, is that correct?
Because I said I talked to them because I figured long incriminate myself, they'll let me go.
Okay. And then do you remember your girlfriend, Angela Arnold, talking to the police on December 14th?
I remember. I wasn't there. I was locked up, but I remember.
All right. Do you remember calling from the jail on December 12th before she gave her statement to talk to her?
Yeah.
All right. Do you remember asking for an alibi from Angela so you wouldn't be mixed up in this thing?
Alibi? What you mean?
That you didn't do it?
No, I probably did. 9 times out of 10 I did because, I'm trying to get out of it.
And then you also called Shay. Is that Letitia Jackson?
Yes, sir.
And you also talked to her on December 12th, talking about what exactly happened, that you were being charged with murder. Remember that?
No, I don't remember. That's my birthday though, but I don't remember.
Okay. Do you remember being told that Angela went and talked to the police on the 14th of December?
Yeah, I remember.
Right. After that call, do you remember calling Uncle Ron and asking him to find out what Angela said to the police?
Yeah, I remember.
Okay. And aside from Uncle Ron, you also called your brother Quez to find out what Angela said to the police on the 14th, right?
I probably did.
All right. And aside from Uncle Ron and your brother Quez, you also called Shay about it, right, to contact Angela.
Probably did.
And then you, aside from Uncle Ron, your brother Quez, Shay, your child's mother, you also asked Kiana, your sister, to find out what Angela told the police. You have to say yes or no.
Probably did.
Okay. And do you remember your family telling Angela, do not go down to the police station to make a second statement?
What you mean, my family? Who is my family? Like,
Shay,
Nah, Shay my kid's mama. Her and husband don't even get along, so I know.
Right.
I don't remember that.
Deputy, could you show him the jail recorded phone call from December 15th, 2021, right here, please? Please read it out to yourself. Just read it to yourself.
December what?
15th, 2021, I've highlighted for you, where it says Smith said.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so if I could retrieve that back. You remember telling your family, tell Angela Arnold not to go down to the detective's office until you came home?
What?
That's a yes, right?
Yeah, I read it right there. I see it.
And then underneath it, you can look at it as well again. And you also tell Uncle Ron to go talk to Angela before she goes back to the police.
Yeah, I read it right there.
Okay. And then did you yourself on the 15th talk to Angela Arnold at 8:27 p.m. to talk about her interview with the police?
If it's right there, I read it.
I don't want to...
I did.
Okay, well, I know your memory
It's
is
a
that.
jailhouse phone call. Yes, sir. It's right there, black and white.
Just take a look at it, because I don't want you to misunderstand any dates, because I know it's a little iffy.
What date you said?
The top of the page, you'll read the 15th.
Mm-hmm.
Could I get that back, Deputy? So that day, you asked Angela tell you what she's going to do because you wanted to figure this shit out, and you don't want her going down to the police until you get out so you guys can go with a lawyer. Is that right?
Well, I don't know. That part ain't on there, but yeah, till I get out.
Yeah. Okay. And then you also told her to say she doesn't know anything about it. Keep up with the false statement that she's already made.
Nah, because she ain't make no false statement, so, you know, she told them what she knew.
But on the 14th, she said she didn't know anything.
I don't know what she told them. I wasn't there, sir. You know what I'm saying? But she told them she what she knew, and, you know,
So, she had no idea that this was gonna go down before it went down on November 17th, right?
Nah, she ain't know till November 17th.
Right.
She ain't know till the day. When she picked me up, I had to go and tell her and keep her aware of what was what and quit what I make sure it was to stay happy, man. Make sure she stay happy.
All right, but then you also used her to go buy the car cover at AutoZone.
Yeah,
2 days
that
after
was
the
fake.
shooting.
That was fake.
Right, but at that point, she knows she's hiding evidence, right, by buying this car cover to hide the car.
Nah, she ain't know she had no evidence or nothing like that. Angela Green, man, she ain't know nothing about what she was doing or nothing like that. I just told her go buy a car cover. She ain't know what car it was for.
Okay. So even though you guys committed a shooting in a car, you didn't tell her anything about it, just said go buy a car cover, and she was like, okay, I'll do it.
Nah, I told her I got shot and stuff. I said, man, just go in there and get a universal car cover for me. You know what I'm saying? She ain't know what car that car cover finna go on. She ain't know that.
You've just been shot 2 days earlier. She picks you up at a strange apartment that she doesn't live at, where you've got bandages. You tell her to go buy a car cover, and she doesn't ask any questions?
Nah, I told her, man, I did tell her that, you know, we just got into a little shootout and, you know, I told her it was a $1.5 million hit on Dolph head. That's what I told her, you know what I'm saying?
Sure. So you told your girlfriend that you were going to get $1.5 million for killing Dolph shortly after that, right?
Yeah.
And then it became $1 million. Then it
No.
No?
I told her 1.5.
Okay.
But it was really 100,000. I never said no million. I never said no 200,000. Whatever you trying to get it. I never said that.
I didn't get anything. I just have paperwork in front of me. So when Angela testifies, I'm going to ask her. She'll say that I agree with you. The 1.5 million is the first thing you mentioned. So you didn't mention to her $1 million.
I ain't say nothing about it.
You didn't mention $500,000 to her.
No.
Right. Did you mention to her that you talked to Shay, your child's mother, and said you were going to use that money to buy a house for them and live happily ever after?
I ain't, because I ain't never said no stuff like that to Shay, man. I ain't say we were living happy ever after, man. I just said, you know, I was going to, you know, make sure if God would have, well, I ain't going to say if God, because God don't bless evil, but if I would have got away with it, and I would have got the little 50,000, I would have blessed my children's mother with about 10 so they could get them a house or something. And I sent their text messages, and they want to know we going to be happily ever after and all that. Nah.
Right. Do you remember when another lawyer named Luke Evans, I think, was a lawyer? He asked you about that, and you said, I was just running game on her. Doesn't mean anything. You ran game on Angela, right?
No, I ain't run game on them.
Who'd you run game on?
I ain't run game on nobody. Because my children's mother was going to, you know, get in. I was going to put them down in a house. You can't buy no house for no 40,000 or nothing like that, you know.
He's going to find it for me.
Yeah, it was just running, you know, running games is like just telling them, like, you know.
Lying to them.
No, I wouldn't say lying. It just, you know, man and women talking. She know me, I know her. She know I'm full of shit. I know she full of shit. Basically.
All right,
just
so
put a smile on each other's face. Laugh. Something to laugh about.
Deputy, could I have you looking at page 153, please? Could you go ahead and read that page, please? Could I retrieve that, Deputy? All right. So the question was asked by Mr. Evans, but you're telling her you're going to buy her a house. Answer, I said that the day before. I said that the day before. Question, the day before. Answer, yeah. I tell a female a lie. You know what I'm saying? Like that, my baby mama. I was just trying to get back with her or whatever. I ain't just like, it's just game. You know what I'm saying? It's just game. It ain't about all, it's just game. So when I asked you that you were trying to get back with your baby's mother, and you said that to this other lawyer, that's a lie.
Well, no, because if it's right there, you know what I'm saying? If I said it then, how I feel now about her and how I feel then, different time.
All right.
It's been 44 months, man.
I understand. And you don't want to spend the rest of your life in prison, do you?
I don't know if I want to spend the rest of their life in prison, but, I got to do whatever they give me to do. If they give me life, then it's just my life, you know what I'm saying? I did the crime.
Okay. So let me finish up this. So when he talked to you about the day before, yeah, I tell a female a lie, you know what I'm saying, like that my baby mama. I was just trying to get back with her or whatever. It ain't just like, it's just a game. You know what I'm saying? It's just game. It ain't all about all, it's just game. Question, so you're just lying to her too? Answer, I ain't saying lying. I ain't going to say that. Game and lying is two different things because, tell a person what they want to hear. You know what I'm saying? You said that, right?
I just told you, yeah.
Right. And you're running the game.
How I feel about her now, how I feel being different. You know what I'm saying? Once again, same response.
I agree, but it's a very
So you...
eye-opening statement to me. Is tell people what they want to hear. It's just a game.
No. This different from that. It's totally different, sir.
Okay. So when you said...
This ain't game right here. This shit real, man.
Okay.
Somebody lost their life.
Right.
This ain't game right here.
And you want to make amends for that, right?
I pray every day. Ask God to forgive me, you know what I'm saying? Ask that family to forgive me and stuff like that.
All right. It's been 4 years. Why don't you just take a guilty plea so the family didn't have to worry about it? You still haven't pled guilty to this case.
Why did I just take a guilty plea?
Yeah, they're going to give you what they're going to give you.
Yeah, they are, but you know what I'm saying? Like, I'ma just keep it real, Same person that hired me, same person that, you know what I'm saying, kept it real with them. So I'ma keep it real too, you know what I'm saying? Because I didn't know nothing about this. I ain't had no beef with paper route. I ain't into no paper route. I don't know none of them. Had I not met Mr. Hernandez Govan, and he told me about the hit on all their head and stuff, I wouldn't be sitting up here, sir. I'd still be out there popping my pills, minding my business.
All right. With regards to after the shooting, you said you went to the car and you cleaned it at night, correct?
Yes, sir.
The car in which you were bleeding from your shoulder wound and maybe or maybe not from your leg wound.
Yes, sir.
All right, and you mentioned that you took bleach and peroxide and wiped it
I
down.
didn't say what it was. I said I don't know exactly. I can't recall exactly what I sprayed on. Cleaning stuff. Cleaning stuff.
Just give me a second, I'll show you the statement.
Okay. If it's there and I said it, I admit it is there, but I don't remember. I can't just tell you, this is what I use right off top right
I'm
now.
just asking, how many people have you shot that you can't remember going to clean the car with bleach and
I
peroxide?
just told you, sir, I ain't shoot nobody but a guy in 2011. Young Dolph. I shot Ed Wood and Young Dolph. I don't shoot people like that. I'm not that kind of guy. How many people have you shot, guy?
All right. You remember pulling a gun on your child's mother where she had to get a restraining order against you?
Yeah, I remember that.
Okay, you didn't shoot at her, but you just pulled a gun on her, right?
Yeah, that was it.
Okay. With regards to that Angela, you had domestic violence calls as well. As just a few months before all this happened, she called the police on
Am I
you.
on trial, sir?
Well, you should be, but you're not right now. So I'm asking
Well,
you.
why you bring up my criminal history? Am I
Mr. Smith, answer the question.
Yeah,
All right. And then did you also steal TVs and other things to
Yes,
go
sir,
buy
I did.
drugs
Yes,
after
sir.
you stole Angela's property?
yes, sir, I did.
And you've had domestic violence with her as well.
Yes, sir, I did.
But she's still dating you as of today after 4 years of being in
Yes,
prison.
sir. People go through their ups and downs. Every relationship do.
Okay. I'm going to refer the state to page 158 and 159. Sorry, you're gonna get your steps in, Deputy. Let's do this again.
No problem.
I want you to read the bottom of that page and the top of the next page, please. Could I have it back, Deputy? All right. So the question you asked, just trying to see who asked you the question. Luke Evans asked you the questions. It was actually twice. It was also asked on page 153. Question, all right. Now you said you wiped down this car. How did you wipe down this car? Like, what did you do? Answer, what you mean? Question, how did you wipe down the car? What did you do? You walked through the backyard, walked up to the car. What did you do next? Answer, I took a towel and, I had like peroxide and bleach and stuff, and I wiped the car down. Question, peroxide and bleach? Answer, yeah. Question, and so you walked back through this yard and you had big things of peroxide and bleach in your hands? Answer, yeah. You trying to say how I did it with a shot arm? Then you guys go on as to how you would wipe that thing down. Remember 3 different times you talked about bleach and peroxide?
Yeah.
And carrying big things of bleach and peroxide to the car?
I ain't say I carried.
Question, and so you walked back through this yard and you had big things of peroxide and bleach in your hands? Answer, yeah.
I had it on a towel. I ain't say I carried no beef. Because I remember him asking me, now you shot and you holding all this. No, I ain't do all
Let's
this.
do it again.
Again, I'm asked and answered several times.
It keeps changing.
We'll give him a chance to clear this up.
I'll just ask you again. Question, and so you walked back through this yard and you had big things of peroxide and bleach in your hands? Answer, yeah.
Yeah, it's on that paper, yeah.
Okay. At some point in one of your interviews, you mentioned that Justin Johnson gave $500 to the neighbor next to your father's house along with a letter. You remember that?
Yeah.
That happened, right?
Yeah.
All right, and the lady that lives next to your dad's house, is that Vivian Ferguson?
Yeah.
All right. And so she was given $500 by whom?
I wasn't there at the time, but I believe it was Justin Johnson.
Okay, so Justin Johnson arguably would have gone to your dad's neighbor, lady that's like a grandma, Miss Vivian Ferguson, if I remember correctly, and gave her $500 cash, I'm guessing?
Yeah.
Okay. And then at some point after the shooting, you went to Atlanta, right?
I was coming back from Atlanta when he had took that 500 as well.
Okay. I'm not going to ask if you know when the 500 went there because I'm certain it's going to be blurry for you, but after the shooting, you went to Atlanta.
Yeah.
All right. And then, arguably, when things cooled down, you came back, and there should have been $500 waiting for you with Mrs. Vivian Ferguson, right?
Nah, I was on my way back from Atlanta when he gave her that 500. I was already en route back to me.
All right, so she would hold the money for you until
Yeah,
you
I
got
was
back.
just a few hours away.
Okay, you have any idea when that was?
Nah, I can't tell you.
Okay. With regards to when you met Justin, you told us repeatedly to the government that you met him through Mr. Govan. Is that fair?
Yes, sir.
All right. Do you remember making an intoxicated statement to the police on December 9th when you were arrested? That you met Mr. Johnson through another rapper that you knew as miscellaneous. It's like $MISC. You remember saying that?
Nah, I don't recall it.
Okay.
I was under the influence, sir, so I don't recall none of that interview at all. I'm just gonna be honest with you. On December the 9th, the day I got locked up, I was high. My mugshot said I don't remember nothing.
Okay, so let me back up that day that you got locked up. You were high, but you went to the grocery store, knowing enough it was your daughter's birthday to buy cake and balloons. You went to the school to drop it off. You then were alert enough to notice that...
Nah, I did say I went by Family Dollar, got a $10 PM.
I'm getting there. You were alert enough to notice that you were being followed by law enforcement, but instead of whatever, you decided to go to the Family Dollar to get some headache pills. You then drive through Mississippi or to Mississippi, and then you're alert enough to know that suddenly not just the unmarked cars, the Jeeps, DeSoto County Police was also following you, right? And then they stopped
Nah,
you.
they pulled me over.
They pulled you over.
They follow me. They come behind me. That's what initially made the stop to pull me over for the U.S. Marshals.
All right. Was this on the side of the road?
Yeah, they pulled me over on the side of the road.
Okay. And so, was this near your child's mother's house?
Nah, they was in Mississippi on Irway.
All right. Because when we
State
talked...
line.
Okay. When you talked to the government, you said you were able to get your phone to your child's mother, so you gave her some evidence, and the police figured it out. Was that before or after the police were following you?
And they were following me doing the whole time. I didn't know, but after I left my daughter's school, which was right around the corner from my mom's house, I dropped her off.
Okay, because you didn't tell when the government asked you what happened next. That now you're saying after the school, you remember in your intoxicated state that you drove to your child's mother's house and left the important cell phone with her.
Listen, after I left her house, that's when I went to Family Dollar and got the $10 PM. Because I knew they were following me now. When I was in her apartment, they pulled a 5-car deep. I was able to get on out of there. I went to Family Dollar, got the $10 PM, and then I just shot on out.
Okay, so let me get it straight now. So when you went to your child's mother's house, so I have it, it is now your testimony that they were there 5 deep.
They pulled up 5-car deep. As I was out there talking to her, they were pulling in the apartments, and I told her to move, and I pulled on out.
Okay. So as you're at the apartment, you see the cops, they somehow just let you get away? When
They were unmarked. They were U.S. Marshals. They was unmarked. I guess they were waiting on me to meet somebody, make a move. I don't know why they ain't get me right then.
Do you remember telling Uncle Ron, your brother Quez, and all that, prior to all this, that after it happened, that Govan is a federal snitch and he had put sort of a listening device in your jacket?
Oh yeah, I remember saying it.
Okay. You remember at one of your many interviews, they showed you photos of weapons that could have been used at the time of the shooting. You remember that? You had to identify photos that they were showing you of guns?
Probably, I can't get
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I think this was one of the non-intoxicated interviews. I'm just going to ask you.
Okay. Well,
One of the guns that they showed you, you said was Justin's and it's old. You remember saying that?
he was on a picture with it.
No, it was just a gun.
Uh,
They sort of did a gun lineup, I guess, if you were. You remember that?
I don't remember.
All right. You remember being shown an AK and some other handguns, and you said those were Angela's guns. You remember that?
No, I don't remember that.
Okay.
I remember being shown some guns, but I don't remember that.
All right. And it's your testimony under oath, even though you told the police that you met Justin sometime in the past through miscellaneous, you were too intoxicated, and you have no idea how that name came into your mind to say, I met Justin with miscellaneous, right? It's just random thought
I was
of
under the influence, then.
Right.
I was under the influence.
I get all that.
If you ask the police to interview me, they'll tell you that they had to hold me up to go to the restroom.
All right.
So if you ask them to interview me, I'll take the ticket.
All right. And so the first interview where you said miscellaneous did this, and you had a long interview with police. Not once did you mention the name Govan, right, in that first
I
interview?
never told them nobody did this. I never told them nobody did that. I never said like, and I never admitted to doing this or being a part of this or nothing.
I'm just trying to figure out, of all the people in the world you could have picked, you said I met Justin through miscellaneous. Why miscellaneous? How did that come to your
I
mind?
don't even know no miscellaneous. I'm just being honest, sir.
Okay.
I was under the influence.
All right. Do you remember writing letters to your sisters,
Yes, sir.
Kiana Smith and Vanessa Holmes?
Yes, sir.
All right. With regards to your letter to Kiana Smith, I guess you didn't think it was going to get seized. That was dated 3/3/22. That would be March 3rd, 22. You remember that? Yes, yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. You're basically saying that Angela's lying, LMAO. Angela said she was scared, blah, blah, LMAO. She's fucking with my life with her lies. You remember all that?
It's there, I wrote it.
All right. If you want to see it, I'll show it to you.
No, I know what y'all's confiscating.
Right, and you go on and on about her lying ass and all that other stuff. So the interesting thing there is you talked to your sister about a separate case here in Memphis, in the Holly Bobo case. You remember that?
Yeah, when I was explaining my lawyer history, who my lawyer was, that would represent me or whatever, I was just telling them like his history,
Sure.
who he all represented and stuff like that.
Okay. And it says, he being your lawyer, he said that's the only way I will not do life in jail, and ECT Maine. What is ECT? Is that et cetera?
Yeah.
Okay. Maine just got $50K for this. He talking about one of the men in Holly Bobo case where they raped and killed her, period. He worked with them and they let him walk free. You remember saying that to your sister?
Yeah,
That if he,
I wrote it. Yeah, I wrote it.
so the idea was, this is in March, you're not intoxicated anymore.
No, I ain't intoxicated.
You're writing to her that if I work with the police, just like this guy that raped and killed a woman and walked free because he cooperated, that
I
was...
actually don't know exactly what the guy did, what role the guy played that he represented. So I really didn't, and I didn't know the case very well as well. So I didn't know what was the outcome. I don't know what to expect because I didn't know the role. I just know he represented somebody on the case.
So when your family was reaching out to Juke's lawyer, Arthur Foreman, and getting other
My
lawyers...
family didn't reach out to Arthur.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Let him finish his question.
Yes, ma'am.
I want to be accurate. Yes, your family reached out to Attorney Bailey, who then reached out to Arthur Horn on your behalf to get the money and all that. Got it. But then when Bailey pulled out of the case, you got the same lawyer that got the man in the Holly Bobo case off by cooperating, right?
Right. Yeah.
Deputy, could you show him this, please?
Yeah, I see.
Okay, if I could have it back, Deputy. And this is your handwriting, right?
Yeah, that's mine.
Okay. So again, I'll read it. He said that's the only way I will not do life in jail. And then you said he talking about one of the men in Hollywood Bobo case where they raped and killed her, worked with them, and they let him walk free. That's what you said to your sister about what you were going to do and what you expected to have happen, right? That was your expectation.
Yeah, I was saying what my lawyer had, what my lawyer had did for that client, which I don't know that man role in the Hollywood Bobo case. I don't know what role he played in that case.
Okay.
So I don't know how he got to walk free. I don't know what he did. You know what I'm saying? Like, what role he played in that woman killed for whatever. So I was just telling them what his history was.
Right, but you chose the one lawyer that you're talking about that said his guy to cooperate and he walked free on murder, and we're here on a murder, right?
Well, you got somebody to walk free before, so I didn't know exactly what my lawyer did. Like, I was just telling them his history. You know?
Okay, well, how do you know that I've gotten somebody to walk free before?
I heard about you. You're a good lawyer.
Okay. I'm not sure how. We've never met, right?
No, we never met, but
I did ask to talk to you.
TV.
Okay, and I have talked to you. I did ask to talk to you through the jail and stuff several times, right?
Did you ask to talk to me?
Yeah. Did your lawyer tell you that I called multiple times to her to talk to you before trial and they said no, I couldn't talk to you? Do you remember that?
No, I don't.
Your lawyer didn't tell you that?
Objection, Your Honor, relevance.
It's okay, I'll withdraw the question. Can I just have a moment, Your Honor? You remember when I talked to you, it seems like a lifetime ago, where we talked about Gotti's Arthur Horn giving some money for your lawyer, and I asked you, are you on the team and all that, and you said you don't know what I'm talking about. You remember that? Okay, so I'm just going to play some audio for you. Sorry about this internet thing. I just want you to listen to it carefully and tell me if that's your voice.
That this was like, was the message given to you that like this is for you to be on their team and not talk?
Pretty much, but not really, but I guess by them making the payment, like this will be like just be cool, but since I've been.
And as far as you know, since you've obviously had enough TV knowledge or whatever, since you know who I am, you know for a fact that neither Gotti nor Mr. Jook have ever been questioned by the police, right?
Yeah, I did.
All right. And I know Mr. Jook died in 2024, about 2.5 years after the shooting, but you're not aware of them ever being questioned, even listening to what I just played for you, right?
No, I haven't talked to, I can't contact Duke or Gotti. I don't know them personally. None of it.
Okay.
So,
And so just before I sit down, we're not sure about the dates, we're not sure about the times. Basically, from this meeting until the murder, it's about 3 months is our best guess before you and Justin did it. The morning of the murder, you didn't call Mr. Govan, did you?
no, we talked to Govan the day before, like when we was already out that day.
Well, the reason I ask is, you didn't know what you were going to do that morning. Justin just showed up with a stolen white Mercedes, right?
No, we did. We knew they had turkey drive, like I said.
I'm not talking about turkey drive. When Mr. Johnson picked you up, he showed up with a white Mercedes. You didn't know he was coming with a white Mercedes, right?
No, I didn't know he was pulling up in that car.
Right. And you didn't know what guns he was going to bring.
No, I did not.
And you didn't know if you were going to see anybody that day because the turkey drive had been going on all week, right? It's
No, we, like I said before, prior to this, was the day before we was already out. So we knew that we was, you know what I'm saying, he already let us know. Mr. Govan already let us know, like, y'all gonna get some. And we like, we gonna get some. We ain't just selling for nothing. We gonna get some, man. We out hunting.
Okay.
We on the move.
And when you happened to see Mr. Dolph, since you said you're not familiar with PRE and all that, even though you shot at Mr. Wu some months earlier, how did you know that was him? If you don't know much about PRE, how did you know that was Dolph?
I told you I listened to Dog. I knew Dolph. That's the only one I knew of. I used to listen to him.
Well, the car that we saw is very dark tinted windows.
Everybody knows Dolph cars. All on the sign.
Okay, so he's got a G-Wagon? Yes? If you know everything, then all his cars are the same.
Nah, like, all of them got like little military stuff on. But he was in there the day before at the gas station.
But you said when he got there, you didn't see him. He was
Nah,
already
but it
gone.
was on the internet. It was on the internet.
Okay, so when you now say that Govan told you about these turkey drives, you have access to the internet where you live, right? And you can see all the Instagram blowing up that he's doing all these turkey drives on your own. You knew that, right? You didn't.
Yeah, we all knew that they were doing turkey drives.
Right, because it almost sounds like we're being a child, right? You commit a murder and you're like, Govan told me to get rid of the gun, or Govan told me to get rid of the phone, or Govan said hide the car. You've been a pretty good criminal until then. You know you're supposed to do these things, right? You don't need it spoon-fed from that guy to say, hey, maybe hide the evidence from the murder, right?
Actually, I didn't know anything about the hit until Mr. Govan brought me in. He the one hired me to do the hits or whatever. I didn't know anything about paper route having no hit. I didn't know anything about Justin Johnson. I met all that to Mr. Hernandez Govan, who sitting right there.
Right. And Drip was supposed to give you the money. And you met him and he told you he would.
No, Joe wasn't doing all the talking. Mr. Hernandez Govan was doing all the talking, like I said. Joe was like put them phones outside and he was just like shaking his head like whatever he was saying, like the money gonna be good. That was Mr. Hernandez was talking. He was like, you know what I'm saying, this little C right here. This
Right.
what he
So the guy that you just met, that Bobby Carter, your associate, said might be a snitch, that's who you're listening to. Can we play this clip that you told the police? Okay, sorry, we have to switch computers, everybody.
It was one day when I was out riding and I wanted some X pills, so I went to the courthouse to get the X pills from him, and Juke was over there. And when I walked in, there was one quick told Juke, this little C right here, and mine, Juke was like, he don't know. First he said, take all the phones outside, you know. He ain't say my phone, he saying quit phone, but I passed my phone to make it feel comfortable. So, took the phone outside and Juke was like, is it hit him out here, he get him, and he does. And okay, I was like exactly when it was, but that's what he said.
Thank you. You remember saying that when you had this run-in with Juke just by chance, that he was doing all the talking about the hits. Assuming this is true.
Yeah,
that
Govan was too. Mr. Hernandez Govan was.
So what I'm hearing when you say it was
That's
just
me.
right,
Right.
and Juke also knew that Govan could have been a federal snitch. That's why he made you move the
I
phones
don't
out.
know nothing about that because I don't know Juke like that. I don't know what Juke knew about Mr. Hernandez Govan, but that was what I had heard, that he was a federal snitch, and every time somebody said that he'd shoot at him, so that's why I ain't believe. So
But you said earlier, about an hour or so ago, that even joking you about him being law enforcement, and that's why he made you take the phones outside.
That's what they said, but I don't know what Juke knew about him, because I don't know Juke like that, you know what I'm saying? But that's what I was assuming, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why he tell her to take the phone. That's what I was
And
assuming.
you're familiar with CMG, right?
I know the artists, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know them personally.
With regards to knowing Dolph and his music, you've heard of the song 100 Shots, right?
Yeah.
All right, so you know people have been trying to kill Dolph for 3 to 4 years prior to this, prior to you doing it.
Yeah.
All right, and you know that CMG had people all over the country trying to kill him. Los Angeles, Charlotte, etc. You know that, right? You read about it because you're a fan.
Yeah, I don't know exactly who it was or nothing like that. I don't know. But I know they've been having beef. I know they won't.
All right, and Yo Gotti's very successful, wealthy, all that kind of stuff, right?
Yeah.
So of all the people that they could have hired to kill the biggest name in Memphis, they picked some no-name guy that sells a couple of pills on Bradley Street in Orange Mound to set you up to go kill somebody instead of paying some real professionals what they're doing, even though he's been shot at repeatedly in other places, right?
Yeah. Come from Mr. Hernandez Govan, he was saying I ain't want nobody on their camp doing it, so that's why he had us
Okay.
on the team.
Yeah, Govan set it all up, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
That's how I met. That's how I knew about it. I ain't know nothing about it.
He didn't know nothing living in the streets that there was a price on Dolph's head, that he'd been shot at, even though you know
I
his
know
music.
he been shot at him, been shot, but I didn't know like to connect with Juke to talk about I do it. No. I do it, pick me. No. Mr. Hernandez Govan hired me to do the job.
Rayana,
Yeah.
you're down into the courtroom.
Yes, I have a few follow-up questions for you, based upon some of the things that Mr. Aurora actually, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Alright, so the date he got arrested, that was December the 9th, 2021,
Correct.
and you spoke with police that day.
Yes, ma'am.
Mr. Aurora asked you about you stating that you met Justin Johnson through a person named Miscellaneous.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you know a person named Miscellaneous?
No, ma'am.
Do you know a person named Justin Taylor?
After being locked up, I realized who he was.
Okay, who was Justin Taylor?
He used to be around Hernandez Govan and Justin Johnson.
And that's a different person than Justin Johnson, right? Justin
Right.
Taylor, Justin Johnson.
Yes, ma'am.
And you mentioned this in your interview, you met Justin Taylor through Miscellaneous. Do you remember that, saying that?
No, I don't recall saying
Or if that was what you said in your interview, would that be about right?
that. Yes, I was under the influence.
All right. We can play that. And Cornelius, do you recognize the person in this video?
Yeah, it looked like me.
Okay. Play this cool.
Taylor for that day?
I'm trying to see that. Well, I had to. I had to, but I don't remember what I did.
Okay, you may know him as Drop or Ted.
I know him.
Okay, did you talk to him that day?
I probably did, but yeah, I think I did.
What did
I
y'all?
just can't remember the whole conversation. I can't remember who I was talking to that.
Okay.
But I don't know because, you know, you little brother too. I'm 30, I be 32. So,
Okay.
you know.
How do you know Justin?
I don't know, but I met him for one of my party.
Which part is it?
Would be, man, a rapper named, Mr. Lane.
This who?
Mr. Lane.
This
They were asking you about Justin Taylor. You called it.
Mm-hmm.
And that's who
Yes
you,
or no?
Yes, ma'am.
and that's who you were answering about.
Yes, ma'am.
Also, during the cross-examination, you were asked about some payments between cash and cash out. You recall that?
Yes, ma'am. That's when I cut my interview off.
Okay. Who was paid via cash out, or what was the conversation involving cash out? Because you mentioned that was two different instances you were talking about.
Justin was saying that he was going to cash out Mr. Hernandez Govan some money to get the car cover or whatever.
Okay.
And he got me cash.
Okay. All right. And like I said, the incident happened November 17th, 2021.
Yes, ma'am.
And you didn't initially speak with the police to December the 9th, 2021.
Correct.
And it was even later than that when you mentioned about AutoZone, right?
Correct.
So it could have been.
Objection, leading, speculative, Your Honor, could have been.
Well, possibly 5 or 6 months later when you spoke with him about
Yeah,
AutoZone?
when I first spoke to detectives, I wasn't, putting myself in it, saying that I did it, saying that I know, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was under the influence December the 9th, and the conversation we was having really was like, all right, if I don't incriminate myself in this, they gonna let me go, you know what I'm saying? But it ain't working.
And last, you were asked about a message that was sent to Juke in December, I believe, 2021. Do you recall that?
Yes, ma'am, I had looked, I forgot what website, but I sent them a message like, when he go in home, boy, let's see, man. I'm trying to get with you so I can get my money.
At times, would you sometimes use Angela's phone?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you have possibly used Angela's phone to send that message?
Yes, ma'am.
I have no further questions.
Should ask the government to play the same audio clip instead of. Was that tape ready to pull back up? Okay, thanks. While she's doing that, a couple of times while we were talking over the last hour or two, I called your girlfriend Angela Adams. You remember that? Okay. People sometimes say the names wrong, right? You gotta say yes or no.
Yes.
All right. They're asking about Justin Taylor. Do you know Justin Taylor?
Well, I met him through Mr. Hernandez and Justin.
Okay. But the reason I ask is you said you talked to Justin that day of the shooting.
Justin Johnson?
Yeah.
Yeah, they straight drop Justin Johnson.
Right. And the cop says Justin Taylor, you may know him as Drop. Do you remember hearing that? She's going to play the game for you. So I don't want to pull the wool over the jury's eyes. You knew exactly who he was talking about. He just switched out the names just like I've done and the jury certainly do because there's so many people involved. When he said, did you talk to Justin Taylor, Drop, or wherever, on the day of the homicide, you meant Justin Johnson. You said yes, right?
I didn't incriminate myself.
I'm not asking you.
None of them that day. So when they were talking to me, I was under the influence, but I wasn't incriminating myself at the same time.
Okay. I understand that. They simply said, did you talk to Justin Taylor, Rob, or some other nickname? And you said yes, right? We'll just play it. We'll get to the bottom of it. I mean, you and I both know who they were talking about, right?
Nah, at the time I did. They asked names that I don't know. I didn't know Mr. Hernandez Govan first name. I didn't know Mr. Justin Johnson first name. I didn't know nothing about nobody first name. When I first got locked up, I didn't know none of their first names.
Whoa. So now you're telling this jury you didn't know Justin Johnson's first name until you got locked up?
They asked Justin Johnson, you might know him as Straight Drop. They was telling me their names before I got locked up. Like before I got locked up, I ain't know none of their first names. Like
Okay.
his name was Quick, you know, Justin Johnson's name was Straight Drop.
Well, when the government asked you about Justin Johnson, you described exactly how it happened, how he introduced you, and
I
I
had
called it.
paperwork with everybody's name in the end.
Right, but I thought you didn't have a lot of the discovery, but now you have the names.
I don't have all my discovery, that's what I said, but the stuff that, you know what I'm saying, with everybody's name in it, I got it.
All right, so the man you went to go kill Dolph with in cold blood in broad daylight, that you'd known for about 4 months at that point, you didn't know his name was Justin. Never called him that.
No, never.
And you had his phone number. You called him bro, so how did you know his name was Drop? Did you just call him brother? If that's how you had
Straight
him?
Drop. That was his rap name, so I just called him Drop. I ain't know nobody legal name. They ain't know my legal name. They called me Lil C. They ain't know my legal name. They just went off what everybody called me, Lil C.
Okay. Let me play the audio, please.
He shot at me about 70. Outside, yeah. Outside.
Did you speak with a Justin Taylor on that day?
Justin Taylor. I'm trying to see that. Well, I had to. You looked at my phone. I had to, but I don't know what I did on there.
Okay, you may know him as Drop or Ted.
Yeah, I know him.
Okay, did you talk to him that day?
I probably did, but yeah, I did.
What did
I
y'all
can't
say?
remember the whole thing.
Keep going until he says miscellaneous, please.
Next, I can't remember who I called me that.
Okay.
But I know him because, you know, he's a good little brother too. I'm 30, I be 32. So.
Okay.
And he young.
How do you know Justin?
You know, I'm good. I met him to one of my parties.
Which part did you?
Would be, name, a rapper name, Miscellaneous.
This who?
Miscellaneous.
Miscellaneous? Okay.
Thank you. I'm pretty sure the jurors are taking notes. So a second ago, I told you, how did you know Justin Taylor? And you said you met him through Govan. Is that right?
Yeah.
All right. So when the police officer asks you, how do you know Justin? If you were really talking about Justin Taylor, wouldn't you have said, I met him through Govan? Remember, you just said it. Those are your words. I'm not trying to play games with you.
Right, I understand what you're saying.
All right. So you told us that you met Justin Taylor, whoever Justin Taylor is, through Govan, right?
Yeah.
And so when the police asked you, when did you meet Justin or Drop, you said, I met him through a rapper named Miscellaneous. You remember?
Yeah.
Okay.
That's what I just said on that.
So if the prosecutor tries to make it seem like you met Justin Taylor through Miscellaneous, that would be false because you just testified under oath that Govan's the one that introduced you to Justin Taylor, right?
Yeah, but I was also under the influence of the influence.
I get all that, but you're not
And
under
I
the
wasn't
influence.
trying to incriminate myself.
The prosecutor's not under the influence, and neither are you. She asked you a straight-up question and said, is it possible you met him this way? And you guys chuckled about it a little bit. What I'm telling you is, the truth is, if you ever knew Justin Taylor, it was through Mr. Govan. And when they asked you about Justin Drop, you said, I met him through Miscellaneous. Is that what we heard? The only answer is
That's
yes.
what the video just said.
That's all I have.
The video just said.
No.
It's mine.
We do have one witness appreciate it.
Now, can we start that first thing in the morning? Because I don't want to work late today. There's no, this is first day, Jules has been here all day. I don't want to